Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Brown Boy Wonder, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the podcasting world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Brown Boy Wonder, an airbender named Abrar. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Abrar can save the podcasting world.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. In this rewatch series, my guest and I are going to talk about not the live action show, not the live action movie, but the animated show Avatar, The Last Airbender. Let me introduce my guest here. I am his Aang to his Sokka. Here's Skylar. Skylar, how are you doing today?
Sokka, that's how they say it in the live action M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah. Famously, they say all the names wrong in that movie.
Oh, my bad. Isn't it Osoka?
No, it's just Sokka.
Sokka. My bad. Sokka. I mean, I think I pronounced the O's more, but yeah. How you doing, man? How?
You put me in the water tribe, that's good with me.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's get right into it, man. Avatar, The Last Airbender was created by Michael DeMartio and Brian Canutio? My bad. It aired from 2005 to 2008. There are 3 seasons. Water, Earth, Fire. Total of 61 episodes. Skylar, what made you a big fan of Avatar?
Well, I am a millennial.
Oh.
Which means I grew up with this show.
Well...
I watched the show as it was coming out when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where it's not just a show where you're like, oh yeah, I remember that show as a kid, that's good. It's genuinely probably one of the best, like, animated shows meant for kids that you're able to go back. I'm able to go back and watch it like every now and again and be like, wow, they knew what they were doing in this show. And we're starting off season 1 here, and let me tell you, it only gets better.
Well, man, I like you said, I'm also a damn, I can't even say words today.
Okay.
I'm also you.
Yes.
But I did not watch the show when I was a kid. I was watching other things besides Avatar. I guess I missed out on this big phenomenon where the kids were watching.
Yeah, that's why we started this series of episodes, is because we were talking about it the other day. We were watching wrestling, and the new live action show came up, and I watched that show, and I did not like that show. And you mentioned, you're like, oh, I've never seen the original. And I was like, well, let's do it on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I think our Saul series was pretty good, so I'm like, you know what? Let's do this one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we begin, someone passed away who was really, really influential into the MAGA industry.
Not MAGA. No, not MAGA.
Oh no, manga. Oh my god.
No.
I am off the rails today. manga, and cartoon shows. Well, he's
Yes.
mostly known for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. We're talking about Akira Toriyama.
Toriyama, yep.
Yeah, he passed away. I think all of us, like all the races, I think they all love Dragon Ball Z. If you're black, Hispanic,
Yeah.
white,
Yep.
Asian, they all love Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball.
It's a
But
cultural
it's a
bridge.
big loss.
Yeah.
Literally, it
it's
is.
definitely a big loss. He was 68 years old. There's kind of a problem in anime and the manga fields where all the creators and like all the workers they work so hard so constantly
Mm-hmm.
that they overwork themselves and they get these conditions where they end up passing away young. We've seen it happen a couple times. It sucks. But yeah, big respect to Akira Toriyama. The whole world is coming together right now
Literally.
to give out their energy to the universe for him.
Yeah, on TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of Dragon Ball Z edits. I was like, man, these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into Avatar here. Episode 1, The Boy in the Iceberg.
Yes, sir. This episode and the next one, both directed by Dave Filoni
Wow,
of Star Wars. Isn't that crazy?
that's pretty nuts. It's like 2005? What was he doing besides this?
Well, I'm assuming his work directing like animated television here. When did Clone Wars start? 'Cause that must have helped
like
him snag that probably. 2008. 2008 is when the Clone Wars show started, or his Clone Wars show. So he probably was I'm looking at his thing here now, and it says he was an animator on a bunch of shows from when we were a kid, including Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch the series, The American Dragon, Jake Long.
Wow. Yeah, he's been cooking then.
I skipped Dave the Barbarian, but
Dave Barbarian.
Yeah, you don't remember that show?
I don't.
It was a Disney thing. But anyways, Avatar.
Yeah, let me run up the little plot here for episode 1, The Boy in the Iceberg.
Yeah.
While fishing, siblings Katara and
Sokka,
thank you, discover Aang, a young boy frozen in an iceberg. After freeing him and his flying bison named Appa, they learn his identity as a airbender long ago extinct, and bring him back into their village in the Southern Water Tribe. After witnessing the beam of lights that shot through the sky after the two broke through the ice, Zuko, the prince of the Fire Nation, tasked with finding the long lost Avatar to restore his honor, becomes intent on capturing him while Aang and Katara mistakenly triggered a booby trap in a ancient Fire Nation ship, revealing Aang's whereabouts to the nearby Zuko.
Yep. What did you think of this first episode? This is your first time sitting down and watching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So it feels old school, when it came out in 2005. It reminds me of those cartoons that came out during that time. But yeah, I thought this pilot was pretty good. You discovering this kid from the iceberg is like what Captain America in the movie. But you kind of remember like Captain America a little bit. He got all that. You got big strength, all that stuff. He has fire, earth, water. Does he have fire powers?
Well, so the Avatar can learn to bend all four, but Aang can't yet. He hasn't learned anything at this point.
Gotcha. Yeah, Zuko he really wants to get this Avatar. I don't know why.
Yes. Oh, I know why.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, I was like, this guy's being a little sus.
Well,
Was
well,
this little Zuko guy?
they do mention they say at this point why, or at least within the next the episode 5 episodes we've watched, they mentioned that Zuko's been banished from his
Right.
home country. His father, who is the ruler of the Fire Nation, the Fire Lord, he kicked him out. And you may not know the details about that yet, but he kicked him out. And essentially, Zuko is like, well, the only way I can go home is if I capture the Avatar and take him to my father, and then he'll let me be Prince of the Fire Nation again. And so he's
I mean,
stuck traveling the world looking for the Avatar. It's pretty lucky that like he's been out there for like 2 years, I think, at this point.
yeah.
And then it's lucky that Aang finally got unfrozen now while he's looking.
I mean, well, it's been a while then, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought he's like pretty determined. And Aang, when you first see him, he kind of reminds me of Stewart from Matt TV. I was like, look what I can do. Remember that skit?
Stewart from Mad TV. No.
Remember McDonald? Not Norm Macdonald, but the actor named McDonald. He's like the character he created called Stewart. Is like
Look what I can do. I'm seeing it here. Yeah.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's like a child just showing off his skill set.
Yeah. He's just having fun. He
Yeah,
just wants to be a kid and have fun.
yeah, and he's bald.
Yeah. We meet all of our main characters right off the bat. Oh, at least for now in season 1, our main characters. Aang, he's just a fun-loving kid. He wants to sled on penguins and ride big fish and have all kinds of fun. Sokka, he's a bit of a goober, but he fancies himself a warrior and he needs to protect his tribe. And Katara, she's just tired. She's tired of it, and she just wants to learn how to waterbend, and she's just sick of the nonsense. But then she finds the Avatar.
He did.
What characters are you finding yourself liking at the start of the show here?
So I'm not liking Aang right now. He's a little too much. Sokka, I'm feeling a little sexist vibes from him.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll that pays off in another episode. We'll talk about this episode.
Yeah, I think right now Katara is the main dude or main gal for me.
She's the level-headed one. Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
one that keeps everyone going in the right path.
Yeah, well, this first episode is great. A good starter. I do have a prediction for this.
Oh,
I-
let's hear it.
So you mentioned the penguins.
Yeah.
I don't trust the penguins. I think they're going to turn back on Aang.
Oh my.
Yeah, I just don't trust them.
That's an interesting prediction. Can I say something? I
Yeah.
think once we leave, I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure once we leave the South Pole, we never see the penguins.
Oh, okay. Well, you sure? Like the whole show?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But I guess we'll see while we're watching. Yeah. So episode 1. It's interesting. We'll see later. I don't think they ever say necessarily, but if you're thinking like, what a coincidence that Zuko, who's looking for the Avatar, just so happens to be in the North Pole, or no, South Pole. Excuse me, the South Pole.
South Pole, yeah.
When Aang awakens. I don't remember if they ever say anything specifically about it, but I think it's implied that it's like there's like a deep spiritual like fate has brought like them to like cross paths.
I see.
They're gonna get up to some stuff against or with each other.
All right. Well, I don't want to make any predictions yet, but I might have more predictions later on this episode. But I do have an interesting fact for this
Yes.
episode. So it says here, this is the only episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender to feature a different and extended opening sequence on both the television and DVD versions worldwide. The second episode features only the German television cut.
Interesting. I know that this episode does have the extended thing because Katara runs down in a narration. She runs down like the whole history of the Avatar, basically, just like quick rundown on how that works. And then the rest of the series, it's shortened and it's the same all the way through, but different on the DVD. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's different, but yeah. All right, let's good first episode, but let's get into episode 2.
So 2, which is really like a part 2 of this.
I guess so. Yeah, it is. But this one is called The Avatar Returns.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think we need to read the plot. We'll just run down what happens.
Sure.
So they accidentally set off that flare, which alerts Zuko to come check out the village, and it's pretty funny how he's looking through his little telescope or binoculars or whatever it was, and he sees Aang running around. He's like, that guy's doing airbending. That's got to be the Avatar. He's got to be like 150 years old by this point.
Yeah, he's there. The funny thing is, I don't think does Zuko know that's like the whole history of the Avatar is like he's 150 years old or 100 years old.
Well, he knows that the Avatar disappeared 100 years ago. Like, he knows that the Avatar is supposed to be an airbender and that he just disappeared. So, yeah, he's thinking he's going to find an old man. I don't know how he thought he would beat a 100-year-old Avatar. But, yeah, so when he shows up and he's, like, just a kid, he's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, and they've fought. No, not really fought, but I kind of. Aang is kind of surrendered, right, for this one.
Yeah. So first Zuko shows up and Sokka tries to fight him, and Sokka gets his ass kicked like real fast.
Yeah.
But he gets a hit in with his boomerang, his trusty boomerang.
I like the boomerang.
It's cool. Sokka has some cool weapons. He doesn't get to use a lot of them all the time, but he's got some cool stuff.
Does he have any airbending powers?
Sokka has no bending.
Oh.
He is not a bender. Katara's a waterbender and Aang's an airbender, but then Aang will be able to learn other stuff. But Sokka, throughout the whole show, he's the one guy in the team that cannot bend.
Katara in this one, she's kind of the real one because she was like, she'll leave the village for Aang. And they're like, nah, Katara, just stay here while Aang is like on his own thing.
Yeah. I think Katara's just like I said, she's tired of sitting around. All she's doing is washing clothes and dealing with her sexist brother.
Yeah, what's up with that? For a cartoon show, I never expected that.
Well, it's his character arc. He's a snotty little teenager, right? And he's like in this warrior culture where all the men go off to fight and all the women stay home and take care of the village. And he's like the one, not a man, but he's like 16 or something like that. But he's like the one young man that didn't get taken off to fight with his father. So he's stuck there and he thinks he's in charge. So in his mind, he's like, men fight and women do women work. But that is paid off in our next episode that we'll talk about. It was kind of a point of contention with this live action show that they just did. One of the first things that they came out and said, where like people started to pop their eyebrows, be like, yeah, in the show, Sokka was pretty sexist, so we took that out. And everyone was like, yeah, well, he learned a lesson though. Like it's character growth. He stopped being sexist. Like that's it teaches you a lesson. If you don't talk about people who do bad things, then like you're not learning anything. I don't know. It's strange. They cut out quite a few integral character arcs in the live action show just for the sake of
What's the point of whatever. That's just the live action show.
yeah, it's that's doesn't matter here.
Later on in this episode, Aang fought Zuko in the room in a room. And Aang's fighting abilities reminds me of like Rey Mysterio. He's like bouncing out of a lot of places in that room.
He's a high flyer. He's a cruiserweight.
Of course, Katara is still learning from water bending, and I think towards the end of the episode, so they kind of escape, right? They're on their own ways, and at the end, Aang acting like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. He's like, "Man, I don't want to be the Avatar."
He doesn't. he never did. In fact, we'll learn that maybe that's why. I don't remember if he said it in this one, but that's essentially why he left the Airbenders in the first place. Was they're like, "You're going to be the Avatar," and he was like, I don't want to."
I guess.
But there is one specific episode that really tells that story, and we'll get to that in a bit. But I think what this episode does best is it really highlights like, oh, this show has some fight choreography. There's some cool stuff. The part when Aang flies over the firebender and like cuts his wrist ropes on his helmet, and then when he like takes out Zuko in the room, he like slams him into the wall and then slams him into the ceiling.
Damn.
Some good stuff, man.
Damn. Well, there's one thing. So Appa, the flying bison.
Yes.
You have to say yip yip to get him going.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're riding a horse and a horse has like a verbal command. You know, like you like
galley up.
Yeah, giddy up or something.
Oh, that makes sense. I was like, yip yip.
Yeah, you gotta say yip yip.
Yip. All right. I think I'll get used to it later on in the episodes. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it. You're not feeling Appa yip yip.
No, I'm not feeling the yip yip. Well, maybe I will. I do have an interesting fact for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
When Aang fights Zuko in the village, this is technically the first time he has actually had to fight or defend himself, as opposed to before the war when he just trained with the other airbenders.
Yeah, that's true, I guess, yeah. He starts fighting now.
Yeah. All right. The next episode, episode 3. Episode 3. It is called The Southern Air Temple. Yes. I think this is one of my least favorite episodes out of these 5.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think. Well,
to be fair, these episodes have a lot, like all 5 of the episodes we're talking about had a lot going on. So, but this one's pretty emotional. I think maybe on the Aang side, there's not a lot going on, but as far as Zuko, there's a lot of good stuff in this one, particularly his fight with the general.
Yeah, that's towards the end. But beginning of the episode, Aang was having fun with the airball arena. That was a lot of fun.
He's excited to finally like go home, check it out. See what's up with the temple, but it becomes apparent very quickly that the Fire Nation got here and they killed everybody.
Yeah, Katara was acting like a big sister to Aang because she's trying to protect him from what happened. Well, remember Lord of the Rings where Gimli visited the mines of Moria? That's what it was.
It's exactly what it was.
Oh man, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, and he screamed like ah. Anyways,
that's what Aang did.
Yeah,
and then he went into the Avatar state.
Yeah, the statues, right?
Yeah,
So,
So whenever Aang's eyes are glowing blue, that means
Mhm.
he's gone into the Avatar state, and I don't remember exactly how they describe it. I want to say it's essentially like all the knowledge of all the past avatars throughout all history all come together at once. So like Aang is at his most powerful when his eyes are glowing blue, basically.
gotcha.
But he's also not in control. Like he's
S
going sicko mode, but he can't control it yet.
Gotcha. It's like
He did the same thing in the episode 2 when he
that.
did that big like water tornado thing he did.
Okay, so it's like I guess Goku when he became like Super Saiyan is that himself?
Yeah, kind of in the sense that it's his power up in a way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
Um.
but then yeah, he saw his dead teacher,
Yeah.
whose
What's
name
his
is
name?
Gyatso.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. It aged well in 2024. Yeah, it's fun fact. His name is Monk Gyatso, and as a kid, I thought they were calling him Monkey Atso
Mm.
because I was stupid. But no, yeah, he finds his skeleton and he gets really upset, and Katara has to talk him down from the Avatar state. Very powerful emotionally. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess there wasn't like a lot of big action on Aang's side in this episode, but
Sokka was hungry pretty much this whole episode.
he was trying to eat the lemur Momo, who joins the team in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. What's the deal with Momo? Is he like a past friend of Aang?
No, he's just so when Aang used to live here, like the two animals that were all over the temple were the bison, which Appa is the
Hmm.
last one, and then the lemurs, the flying lemurs. And it appears that Momo might be the last one, or they're highly endangered. Like I don't know, but essentially, Aang came back to the temple to find like, just to experience his home again, and the only thing that essentially survived of his old home is this one lemur. So he takes it as a pet.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
Momo is his pet. He's like the team mascot.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's their side of the story. But now Zuko, he
Yes.
fought his grandmaster Zhao in a it's
General
like a
General General Zhao. He showed up, and Zhao's kind of a big dickhead.
yeah,
He's a real asshole, and we haven't mentioned Uncle Iroh yet.
right.
Um,
I like him.
he's
Actually,
great.
yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I think that's my favorite character besides
He
Katara.
he will continue to be your favorite character throughout the entire show. I can almost guarantee you that.
Gotcha. Who voices him?
Mako. He's a great voice actor. He's done a lot of stuff. Right off the top of my head, because I'm stupid, the only thing I can think of say that you would recognize immediately is he was Splinter in the animated TMNT movie back in the day.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, he's in Samurai Jack.
Oh,
He's Aku.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay,
Um,
he's a good guy.
he's a great voice actor in a lot of stuff. He did pass away in
Oh,
like 2006, I think. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So actually, he passes away before the show is over.
Mm,
And the voice of Uncle Iroh is taken over by like his protege.
okay.
That's not till like later though, way later. But yeah, Mako's a legend. and Uncle Iroh is a great character, and he will continue to be a great character. We really get to see him like training Zuko here, and that pays off in a great fight when Zuko takes down Zhao and wins, and we see that Zhao's like a little piss baby. He throws a little tantrum.
Yeah, I mean, aren't you supposed to be like the big master and you cry like a baby? Come on now.
Yeah, well, he thinks he's better than Zuko because Zuko's just some banished teenager, and he's a general, but he's a little piece of shit. He's gonna be like our secondary villain throughout the rest of this season. We won't see the last of him here.
Gotcha. And I think that was played by Mark Hamill.
No. Mark Hamill is in the show. You're right.
Okay.
But he does. I don't think Mark Hamill comes into like the very end of this season. I'll spoil it. He's the Fire Lord. He's Zuko's father.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay. Well, this episode it was more of like a it's like a slow episode for me until the end with the Zuko fight, but not my favorite episode out of these five.
Yeah,
the next one,
I have something fun to say about the character of Zhao, but it's not about this show. It's about both the movie and the live action show. Because in both of those things, Zhao is played by actors you know, and you'd be like, why'd they get them? In the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Zhao is played by Asif Mandvi. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Asif Mandvi.
Mr. Aziz from Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, him, and he was on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
but yeah,
yes.
He's a great guy.
He's great, but like as Zhao, it's really funny.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Because all you see is like, that's The Daily Show. What's he doing here? And then in the live action show, he's played by, I'm blanking on his name, but we've talked about him before.
Is it the guy from Lost?
Yep, Ken Luang.
There we go.
From Saw 1.
Yes. Oh, why is he in this show?
I'll tell you why he's in this, because he told the story about why he's in this. He said that he got a call from his agent and said, we've got an audition to be an avatar. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And then he showed up, and he's like, so, am I going to be blue? And they said, no. The Last Airbender. He's like, oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh no. Well, there's the Saw connection. Oh, it always comes around.
It always comes back to Saw. It always comes back to Zep.
Oh, Zep the toilet. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go to our Saw series where we talk about Zep's diarrhea toilet.
Ooh, boy, do we.
But alright, I have an interesting fact for this third episode. A very old Nickelodeon website separate from one commonly used on this wiki for referencing called this episode Aang Comes Home.
Aang Comes Home.
Instead of the Southern Air Temple. So it's kind of the same thing, but could have named it Aang Goes Home.
Well, he did go home.
Not really.
Oh, okay. You're right.
The fourth episode, which is my favorite episode here out of these
That's
five.
a good one.
It is. It's the Warriors of
Yoshi.
Thank you. I was going to say Kyoshi. Is it a Kyoshi?
It's Kyoshi.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, we finally get the payoff to Sokka's horrible sexism.
Yeah.
Where he is humiliated and beaten by a bunch of female warriors. And he's like, why did I get beat by the girls? And then they're like, because you suck. And he's like, oh, teach me. And then they make him wear a dress. and it brings him to the level where his dumb views are proven to be wrong to him, and he
Yeah.
grows from that. And also, we set up a bit of a romance thing with Sokka here,
Yeah.
and this may not be the last we see of that.
Oh, okay. Because I do like Zuki, who's the main interest of Sokka.
Suki, yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I like her too. In the TV live action show, I think I see a lot of TikTok edits like of her, like, oh, there's everyone has a crush on her. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see
I
it.
think for the live action show, they're talking about Avatar Kyoshi, because we see her in that. We haven't seen her in this yet. We just saw a statue of her, but the live action show kind of Kyoshi's like a fan favorite character. There's a book written about her and everything, like an actual novel. Everyone really likes Kyoshi, so I think that show was like, well, we gotta have Kyoshi do something cool in it, so they have a bit where they show her doing stuff. So I think that's what that was. But yeah, I like the character of Suki. I like the Kyoshi warriors; they're cool. I like this episode. And Aang is trying to get Katara's attention the whole episode.
Yeah,
Because Aang very clearly has like a little crush on Katara. And Katara does not give a shit. She's like, whatever, whatever, little kid, I don't care. So he's finally getting attention from people, and then people are like, look, the Avatar, he's cool, and he's being chased by all these little girls.
Yeah, he's a little ladies' man.
He's getting his portrait taken, and the guy's like, oh, I gotta paint the Avatar. That's easy. And he looks and he's like, oh my gosh, there's girls now. I gotta add her. Oh, there's more girls. And he gets pissed and just walks away. I love that bit.
I love that scene.
I like did you like the guy who saw Aang and started foaming at the mouth and passed out? Did you like that guy?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, what?
He was excited.
I mean,
That's the Avatar.
Yeah, but that's too that's like
no, come on. That's like you watching Dune 2 in theaters. Come on.
Oh, okay. If you say it, you put it that way. Now everything makes sense.
Yeah, same thing.
But yeah, you see Aang swimming, showing off. That reminds me of like Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh, yes, sir. That's what Ken Luang thought.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like the Kyoshi warriors. They remind me of the Amazons from Wonder Woman.
Yeah, a little bit in the sense that they're just powerful women warriors.
Yeah,
that's cool. Aang almost gets eaten by a monster called the Unagi.
Yes.
Unagi means eel, so it's a big eel.
It's a big ass eel.
Ate that.
But yeah.
And then Zuko shows up at the end. A very a cool way of showing it, a way of like showing gossip going around the world, but it is kind of funny how they show like, you know, this little girl tells like a fisherman like, oh, the Avatar's here on the island, and then the fisherman like tells another guy like, oh, the Avatar's on Kyoshi Island, and this guy like sells the fish to someone that works on Zuko's ship, and then he's like serving the fish to Iroh, and he's like, oh, the Avatar's on Kyoshi Island. It's a neat way of showing that information passed throughout the world. It also makes me laugh because it's just like the fish to Iroh pipeline. Like you're just seeing the fish go straight to him. It's really funny.
That's how communication keeps going, I guess.
Yeah. And then Zuko shows up and starts to burn down the town. And they're like, Avatar gotta go, because wherever the Avatar goes, fire's gonna follow. And it's kind of a sad message. But, we're stacking those responsibilities on Aang. He's learning.
He is learning, man. They're on the run after that, right? After their village got on fire, the Kyoshi warriors trying to fight back.
Yeah. Well, essentially, it's like them running is the best thing they can do because Zuko only wants Aang. He doesn't want to stay and fight these really strong warriors. So by leaving, he's like saving the town.
Gotcha. But yeah, I do like this episode. That was pretty cool with the whole storyline with Sokka, Zuki.
It also has one of the best frames of animation in the entire show.
Yes.
When Aang first sees the Unagi in the water and it's showing him running away from it on the water. It's just a really great like smear. It's funny.
I like it. But yeah, I have an interesting fact for this episode. The scene when the girls are chasing Aang is based on the Beatles film A Hard Day's Night.
Yeah, that's very, very similar.
All right. All right, we're about to enter our fifth episode for this Brown Boy Wonder Web. How do I say this? It's a what are we doing
podcast.
Here? Podcast. We're doing a podcast here. I forgot where we're at. But yeah, this rewatch series is going to end. This episode is going to end with this episode, episode 5, The King of
Omashu.
Omashu. Thank you.
I'm here for you. I'm gonna get us through these names.
All right, so this one was interesting.
Yeah,
because not a lot of things was happening.
No, it
was a story.
It as far as grand stuff happening, not really, other than introduction to a certain character.
Yeah.
What's cool about this show is like a bunch of these characters that we're meeting here and there, you can expect them to come back eventually.
Gotcha.
Like if someone seems important, it's because they are, and probably won't be the last time we see them. So, other than introducing King Boomy, not a whole lot happens. I mean, it's kind of a fun episode. I think this one gets remembered as being just like a funnier adventure.
Yeah, it's more like a filler type of an episode.
A bit, but it does end with Aang learning another lesson. That's going to be a lot of this season.
Yeah, I can tell.
They totally butchered this in the live action show, by the way.
How do they
ruin the shit out of it? Well, we'll talk about this first, and then I'll say
okay.
They did. First, I'll ask: did you see the twist coming?
No.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was just watching it blankly. I was like, all right, this is big ass king here, trying to give him some challenges. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
but I thought he was more like a villain.
He's a bit crazy, a bit kooky.
Yeah. Well, when Aang entered the kingdom, kind of looked like Albert Einstein with his
a little bit.
Yeah, a little there. And also the place kind of looks like Gondor from Lord of the Rings as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the one-liner here was "My cabbages."
Yes, I don't know if you're aware of that meme, but the cabbage guy is a recurring joke throughout the entire show.
Oh, okay.
Often we'll go to a town or a city or a village, and he'll be there trying to do his stuff, and his cart will always get wrecked, and he will always yell, "My cabbages."
Gotcha. Okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad they had that. I do have a question here. I wrote it down. I said, yes. As a society, do we like Momo?
I do.
Okay.
Come on. He'll grow on you. You just don't like animals.
I mean, I don't like Appa. He says, we have to say, Yip Yip.
Come on. You better learn to like these animals, let me tell you.
I mean, this is the 5th episode, so I guess I'm still learning.
Yeah, you got time. As a society, do we like Momo? The answer is yes. As a society, we do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so the king here, he's kind of an a-hole in the beginning. He kind of reminded me, his figure, his physical body, kind of reminds me of Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z, but evil.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
I'm trying to think of a wrestling equivalent of someone who's really old but still really jacked.
Um, Randy Orton, I guess.
He's not really old. He's only in like his 40s.
Yeah.
Trying to think, because like obviously you could say like what like Goldberg is huge, but I'm talking about like that definition, you know.
Oh, I don't know any old guys like that. Maybe AJ Styles, like almost 50.
It's still not that old though, you know.
Yeah, you're talking about like 70s, like Ric Flair type.
Yeah, imagine if Ric Flair was this beefy.
Definitely not.
Never in his wildest dreams.
Um,
Not with all that woo energy and the wooings.
oh no, please do not mention it here. um, but yeah, the lesson learned in this episode is I forgot. I wrote it down, but I deleted it.
It's very astute of you. It's to think outside the box. Every challenge he's given by the king is the answer is never obvious. I really like. I mean, obviously the main event of this episode is choose who you want to fight, and Aang chooses the king. Like, look at this old man.
Yeah.
I could take him. And then he's like, wrong answer, little boy. And he takes off the robe, and he's just completely ripped. And I love what I love about Boomy is like after the fight, he puts the robe back on and he goes back to the same terrible posture. He's fooling everybody. He's not just fooling Aang. He's like, I want everyone to underestimate me.
Yeah, I guess he's. Are we gonna see him in the later episodes?
You never know.
All right.
Yes,
I'll look out for Boomy.
What if Aang didn't pick to fight him?
Then he
picked one of the other guys.
Then he learned his lesson.
Boomy would be like, oh well, all right.
What a waste of an episode.
I want to say something here, a little theory that I cooked up. So when we see Boomy in the flashback, he's just like a little dirty, like street grub kid.
Yeah,
he's laughing and snorting, and Aang's like, "Oh, we're getting into such mischief as children," and then now he's the king. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible that he was like a prince back then, or part of some royal bloodline, or maybe it's possible that Omashu does the Star Wars thing and they vote for their kings and queens. I doubt it.
That's a possibility.
But what I will say is my personal theory. I think Boomy led a revolt. That dude overtook Omashu. It's the only way. That's what I think. He took the law into his own hands.
Isn't he the only person at the kingdom?
What?
Is he the only person at the kingdom?
Like the only person like in charge, like the only ruling.
Yeah,
he's the king. Yeah, everyone serves him.
Well, he is the Earth Kingdom king.
Well,
but
I'll tell you this. Okay, I think I understand your question now. He's not the only king in the Earth Kingdom.
Gotcha.
There are. It's kind of like you can assume it's kind of like Westeros, where there's like a bunch of little kingdoms and the rulers of each one, but there is one big Earth capital city that we'll get to in a later season. That has like the head guy in charge of the Earth Kingdom.
Okay, well, there's that. That is season 1, 5.
The first 5 episodes.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to like it. I think after that 4th episode, I was like, all right, it's getting somewhere. I can see it.
We're starting to cook.
All right. The next episode for this rewatch series, season 1 is we're gonna do 6 through 10. I think that's the next one.
Yep.
But all right. For the people out there, Skylar, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Southern Air Temple. I'll be laying there like a skeleton, all dead.
What's his name? Gat.
Yeah, amongst Gyat. So
All right. Well, you can find this Gyat at the Brown Boy Wonders podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and of course, I have an Instagram page. You can find me there at Brown Boy Wonders podcast. And I guess I think the only good way to end this episode or these episodes is yip yip. So on three is yip yip.
yes, sir, Abrar.
All
Yip yip.
right. Yip yip.
You said on three. I did it early.
Yeah, I know it's
I'm not doing it again.
Okay, bye.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Brown Boy Wonder, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the podcasting world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Brown Boy Wonder, an airbender named Abrar. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Abrar can save the podcasting world.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. Man, oh man, we are back with episodes 6 through 10 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I am here with my guest, of course, Skylar. Skylar, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Halfway through season 1 of this fantastic show.
It's a great show. It's a great show. I forgot to mention the interesting fact about episode 5.
Oh,
Kangaroo Island is a real island off of the coast of southern Australia.
Kangaroo Island is just what I call Australia.
I
Oh, I'm sorry. That's racist.
yeah, well, it's okay. We do love those kangaroos.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Episode 6. It's called Imprisoned. This is actually my favorite episode within these 5 episodes here. This was my favorite.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
It's a good one. This is kind of the first real side of Earthbender and Earthbending problems that you get a taste of in the whole show.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the thing is, this show is keep impressing me with at least with every episode, because this episode here it has a lot of social commentary,
Yeah.
especially with imperialism,
Hmm.
overtaking someone's land and occupying all that stuff. I was like, man, this show is so deep for kids.
Yeah, yeah. And this episode also has George Takei.
Oh, who's he played? Who's he?
He's the warden of the prison.
Oh, gotcha. What's his name? That Fire Nation commander guy.
Yeah. The unmistakable George Takei voice.
Oh, well, that's weird. That didn't catch on with me.
Well, you should have.
uh, well, what was his favorite line? He's like, "Oh my."
Yep, that's it. That's what
That's
I
the
said.
guy.
That's me to you right now saying you didn't recognize him. Oh my.
But yeah, I feel like so we got an introduction of Haru,
Yep.
him and Katara. Like I said, like in every episode, I feel like Katara is always hooking up with someone. So in this episode, she's hooking up with
Haru.
Haru.
Well, her hooking up with people will not change in our discussion today.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Haru is not a big character, but yeah, he's all right. we may see him again, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, his father was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Now tell me that's an unmistakable voice.
I did not catch that too.
Man, you're bad at voices. What's going on?
Hey, I know a few voices. I know George Michael.
Okay.
Um
He's dead though.
yeah, he is.
All right.
Um I like Aang's little hat in this episode.
Oh yeah. Where he bought a hat, and then what is it? Later, I think Sokka's wearing one too. So and clearly bought two.
Yeah.
That's fun. This is a Katara heavy episode.
Yes.
Which there are eventually some Katara heavy episodes that I think are not fan favorites. I'm thinking of one in particular that we'll get to eventually, but this is a strong one. It really defines her character as because a couple of her episodes can be about her being like naggy or perceived to be naggy or jealous or certain negative traits. But here this episode is all about her standing on business,
Yes.
and it's a really, it puts her in a very good light. This is why we
Yes.
stand Katara.
Exactly. Before they got captured, the Fire Nation, it's kind of course, I mean, they're bad people, but they're also sexist. When they thought Momo was like earthbending, but it was Katara was doing that.
They were more willing to believe that a lemur was moving the rock than a woman.
Damn, crazy.
No, that guy
Uh,
was you.
who?
Not sexist, just silly. He was like, "That lemur's earthbending," and everyone's
Oh,
like, no, bro, it's that lady." And he's, "Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
yeah.
That's you."
um, well, yeah, she was like trying to rally up the Earthbenders, and they're like, nah, they're not feeling it. They're all losing hope. Um, when Katara said like to Haru's father, like, "Oh, what's the escape plan?" In my mind, I'm like, "Where's Arnold? Where's Sylvester Stallone? Where are they?"
Where's Batista in Escape Plan 2?
Oh,
That's real, right? I didn't make that up.
no, that's real, and I haven't seen that one yet. I need to see
What?
that.
All right,
Yeah.
pause the podcast. We gotta go watch the Escape Plan 2, and then we'll come back.
All right,
All
now we're
right, we're
back.
back. We didn't watch it.
But yeah, she was, rallying up the troops and like not, and but like how did they oh, the plan was like Aang was trying to get the coal from
Yeah.
the sea,
No, because
something
they
like that.
were using coal to like burn, power the prison. So
Right.
Aang blasted all that up, and then they still didn't want to fight. They were still like, I don't know. But then at the end of the day, those Earthbenders got that dog in them. They got to fight.
They did. They fought back to the those Fire Nation guys, and they won. And my favorite line from the Fire Nation commander. Oh, my favorite dialogue was the Fire Nation commander said, "Please, I can't swim." And then Haru father said, "It's all good, bruh. I heard cowards float."
That's right. He didn't though. He probably drowned. He sank. We never see him
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I think he died.
um. This is a really powerful episode as far as I mean, we obviously know the Fire Nation are bad guys. They look like bad guys, they act like bad guys, and we know that they killed all the airbenders. But it is
Yeah,
important to see um them, like, this really illustrates like them holding people under their thumb. Like you said, imperialism.
yeah.
It's we're seeing them keeping earthbenders down, controlling them and rounding up all the earthbenders. It's scary, man. They're bad guys.
They're bad guys. My question for this episode is: how did Zuko have Katara's necklace?
He showed up, so he's obviously still on Aang's trail,
Yeah.
and she lost the necklace on the prison. So when he showed up to be like, I heard there was an avatar here, he found it. So now he still has it.
Oh, that makes sense. Because I guess I lost track. I was like, oh, how did he? get the necklace, but okay. I guess you're just there.
Yeah.
All right.
After the fact. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, this is my one of my favorite episodes here. I have an interesting fact for this episode.
Yeah.
This is the first time and only episode in the series in which Zuko appears but does not speak.
Ooh. That is interesting.
Yeah. All right. Get on to the next episode here. Episode 7, The Winter Solstice, Part 1, The Spirit World. It's a long
Yeah.
title here.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, so why do they break into two parts here?
Just because I mean Aang's storyline in these two episodes are really one long thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Zuko and Iroh, their storylines are half and half. Like this first one is a great storyline of Iroh getting captured by Earthbender soldiers,
Yeah.
and then we kind of get more background on like his past. Like he's a feared general, a hated general, and everyone's like, "You're an evil dude," and we're just like, "What? This guy drinking tea and playing songs and having fun? He's an evil guy?" I don't think so.
I mean, like, we started with the episode, like, Zuko's, like, always angry, and, like, you see I mean,
Yeah,
he's too angry to take a spa bath with his uncle.
with his naked uncle.
Yeah. Who
He
doesn't wanna take a spa bath
I
with
don't
your
know, but
uncle?
Iroh stood up and had his thing out, and Zuko was like, "I'm leaving. This is the end of this."
Um, well, throughout the whole episode, he was in that spa, like, day and night, so his skin must be, like, wrinkly.
He's old anyways. He's always wrinkly.
And he should be, like, wrinkly.
No, he's built
Um
different.
Oh, yeah, that's true, but
But
yeah,
yeah.
we encounter the spirit world where Aang was in it. I kind of skipping ahead, but
Mhm.
he was pretty much in it because Sokka was trapped in the spirit world.
Yeah, this is the first episode where Aang's or the Avatar's job description really comes into play. Like you're supposed to be the bridge between our world and the world of the spirits. And there's a spirit who's pissed off
Yeah,
because as we learn, the forest was burned down by presumably firebenders. And nature is not happy about that. So the spirit of the forest is like going around messing shit up, tearing things up, stealing people, taking them to the
yeah,
spirit world. And when Aang tries to confront the spirit, Sokka ends up getting stolen and taken to the spirit world. Aang follows it to the spirit world and gets temporarily stuck there.
yeah.
Um,
He encounters with the spirit world's monster. What's the name? The Hebe.
Hey bye, I think.
Hebe.
Yeah.
It's something you'll see from Silent Hill.
He kind of looks like, he looks like to me the Cloverfield monster a little bit.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Yeah. He's cool. I like, his big demon form, and then obviously later when he's calmed, he turns into a big panda.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the color parallels and stuff. It's neat, nice
I
foreshadowing.
like that. Yeah, I mean, he turns into Jack Black.
Yes, he does.
What's his name in Kung Fu Panda?
Poe.
Poe. Yeah, we found Poe. While that's happening, Uncle's, he's been kidnapped while being naked. Do you like that image of him on the horse being
Do I
naked?
do I like him naked on a horse
Yeah.
like Putin in that one picture?
Oh, yeah, he's kind of like that, but
I like Iroh better than Putin, I think.
yeah,
Probably.
I was the same. Um, well, let's go back to the spirit world. Aang, he kind of looked like Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen, but he was all glowing blue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and bald, of course.
Yeah, and bold. He, which Dr. Manhattan do you like? The movie one or the show?
Don't make me admit right now that I haven't seen the show yet.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
The show is good.
no. I believe it. I've heard very good things about it. It's just I never got around to it, and then there was that whole deal somewhat recently where like it it was taken off of Max and then put back on Max, and I don't even know if it's
You're
still
right.
on Max right now.
I don't think so. It is. You have to buy on Blu-ray.
Well, that's fine. I advocate buying Blu-rays. Go buy
Yes,
Blu-rays if you're able to.
please. Even DVDs. All right, let's
Yeah,
get
just
back to
any physical media is good.
yeah. Let's get back to Fire Nation. Uncle. He when he was trying to escape from the
The
who got
Earthbenders.
the Earthbenders, yeah.
Yeah.
When he's trying to escape, he's trying to use his fire powers, but it looked like when he was trying to escape and do that roll,
Yeah.
he looked like the fire came out of his ass.
Maybe it did.
It did it. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, I cackled
He could.
when that. Okay,
Yeah, he's leaving clues. He was dropping clues
like a hat,
for.
not a hat, but like a sandal, I think.
Yeah, it was his sandal. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Zuko to follow, and Zuko does eventually find them in this great moment of like these boys don't know who they messing with,
Mm-hmm.
and Zuko and Iroh just take them down.
I like that. The thing is, the Fire Nations are bad people, but these two guys, I think they're the only like good hope of the Fire Nation, even though they're trying to track down Aang. But
What they're trying to do is a bad thing, but the show wants you to root for them here.
yeah,
They were setting the seeds for potential redemption arc. I won't spoil how
okay,
that pays off. We'll see, maybe.
gotcha.
But yeah, you learn very early on in this show. It's like, okay, Iroh's a boss. I'm gonna root for Zuko, even though we can't have Zuko beat Aang. That's not a good thing,
No,
but Zuko's cool.
well, all right, let's get back to Aang. He restored the village and Sokka.
Yeah. First, before that, he gets the crap scared out of him by a big dragon.
Right.
This dragon shows up, and here's where we learn a fun detail about the Avatar: is every Avatar has their own like animal companion, their
Hmm.
animal guide. Aang's is Appa's, obviously.
Right.
And then this dragon is the one that belonged to the Avatar right before Aang, Avatar Roku.
Yes. Yeah. So he was getting those no, it wasn't flashbacks, but like he sees like
Visions.
a missions. Yeah.
Yeah,
He sees like Roku. Like he got to meet him.
yeah. He
Uh,
shows him exactly where he's got to go, which leads to a great cliffhanger when everything's all patched up and we send Big Panda Heibai on his way, and Sokka's no longer stuck in the spirit world. Aang is like, I know where we gotta go, but it's in the goddamn Fire Nation.
yeah, the island of the Fire Nation, and they got to go tomorrow. So
Yeah, they do not have time to mess around.
I mean
That's really all this episode is, leading into the part two.
pretty much. When getting back to the village in Sokka, when they came back, kind of remind me of like Endgame, where Captain America uh was like, "Oh no, I need help," but then the circles are coming out and people are trying to come back in. Kind of remind me of that.
This does it because they didn't do anything. They just
No,
showed up.
they just showed up.
If anything, it's closer to like all the other times in Marvel where they keep reminding us that people were gone, but then they came back.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
We've been
uh,
reminded of that every show and every movie for like 5 years now. We're never gonna move on. That's just
uh,
what Marvel is now.
multiverse is always here. Uh, I do have an interesting fact for this episode.
Yeah.
So this episode is of the few episodes where graphic censoring is done. As we mentioned, Uncle Aro stands up in the hot spring naked, and Zuko's hand was covering his jock.
Oh boy.
But yeah, and there's another episode coming up that has the same thing. But all right,
Trying to think
let's
what that was.
Oh, it's in these 5 episodes.
Was it?
Oh, I'll let you know.
Okay.
In episode 8, Winter Solstice Part 2, The Spirit World. All right.
Nope. Avatar Roku.
Is
Part
it?
2, Avatar Roku. That's what it's called.
Oh, I forgot to edit that.
It's okay.
All right. Episode 8. So yeah, so this one is a not well, I want to say not much happened, but
Oh, there only one thing. The whole episode was them trying to accomplish one thing, and it takes the full episode for them to do it.
yeah.
It's kind of like a heist episode, actually.
Mhm.
They have to sneak, or they have to charge past the border of the Fire Nation
Yeah.
and sneak into this place and have a one-on-one spirit talk with Roku, and it's not easy. I think the way this episode starts, well, it starts with them saying like, "You're not going by yourself, idiot. We got to come with you. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing." So they go, but then the whole scene of them like charging the border, and there's that whole blockade there, and Zuko's chasing them. That is
Mhm.
so awesome. Such a
It's a good
such a great scene.
it's a good scene, and Zhao was in the front lines and he was throwing fireballs.
Yes, sir.
Insert the Pitbull song Fireball. Please don't sue me.
Yeah, you're gonna get sued for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, they passed through them. There's that one Fire Nation guy who was trying to help him, but then at the end he kind of died because he's trying to help them as well.
Oh, when they get to the actual temple,
Yeah.
I genuinely do not remember. Part of me thinks we might see that guy again, but I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay.
He might be. If we don't, yeah, they executed him by firing squad. They might have
Yeah,
just killed that guy.
yeah, him and his crew. I mean, the crew wasn't part of
Oh yeah,
him.
they were in trouble. They were like, no, no, we love being evil, and they're like, that's too bad. You're going to jail. Uh,
um,
yeah. The blockade once Aang gets past, Zuko is charging behind him, and Iroh's like, "We can't go in there. If we go in there, we're in trouble. If we go in there, we're gonna get arrested." Zuko turn around. Zuko's like, "I'm gonna do it," and then Zhao's like, "No, let him do it." I think it's
uh,
funny. I mean, maybe it's just like a cartoon thing. It doesn't really. You're not really supposed to think about it. It doesn't really matter. But Zhao's like, "Let him go. We'll follow him to find the Avatar." And it's like, dude, he's just looking up. He's just following the bison in the sky. You can do that.
it's so easy. I mean,
Yeah.
and then in the next episode we'll find out they won't do that. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that you can easily track them. Uh, Aang meets Ruko.
Roku.
Roku, sorry.
Yeah,
So it's like that the device, um, like Fire Stick, Amazon, and then Roku.
yeah. Roku created the fire stick because he's a firebender. Does that make
Okay,
sense? Is that anything?
everything is okay. Now I get the show.
Okay.
um, yeah. So he meets him, and he's telling him about the whole thing, like what you gotta do. The dude kind of dressed up as like Gandalf or like Dumbledore.
Well, you skip past the whole because the Roku statue's behind like a big locked door that you need a lot of firebending to
Right.
open. And there's these sages that are supposed to like protect like the lore or whatever of the Avatar, and be loyal to the Avatar. Aang shows up and he's like, hello," and they're like, No, we're with the bad guys too," and they try to attack him. But there, like you mentioned, there's one guy that's like, "No, I'll do my job. I work for you, Avatar," and he's trying to help him get in there.
Yeah.
And essentially, what they do to trick, because they can't get the door open, but
No.
Sokka's little explosion leaves like blast residue that tricks them into thinking he got the door open, so they open the door to get to him, but then he sneaks in after Zuko's already caught up to them. And then yeah, now we get to him talking to Roku, and Roku sets the entire major journey before us. Like he's filled us in on what we need to stop from happening.
Yeah, pretty much like the Fire Nation will take over the whole world, and
There's
uh, eh,
there's a big ass comet,
yes,
which is named Sozin's comet because Sozin was the Fire Lord 100 something years ago. Who, like, when the comet was coming over, it made the Firebenders super strong. The comet
yeah,
gives them the power, the Super Saiyan power.
pretty much, yeah,
And so uh, last time the comet was here, they wiped out all the Airbenders, and the spirit of Roku is like, Aang, just so you know, that comet's coming back. It's gonna be here by the end of summer. So you gotta hurry your shit up and stop the Fire Lord before then. And that's our journey for the rest of the show.
pretty much. And the way Aang escapes from, and the rest of the gang escapes is Aang got the spirit of Roku.
Yes, sir. The doors open up, and from everyone else's point of view, like Roku just walks out, and they're like, "What?" And he kicks ass.
He does. Does he have this spirit, or is just gone now?
No, it was like a one-time thing. So, like, last time we talked about the Avatar state when his eyes glow blue.
Yeah,
I was like, it is like all the knowledge and power of like all the past avatars coming in one, kind of, I think.
Mhm.
And Aang's not in the driver's seat when that happens. He's not in control. So this was just like a very temporary, like Roku kind of like took over. The spirit of Roku took over Aang's body,
Yeah,
and it was so powerful that it looked like Roku to everybody doing it. So for all intents and purposes, basically Roku got them out of there.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. Good part two of this part one series.
Yep.
It's a good episode. I
Yeah.
don't have an interesting fact for this episode.
We'll just
But
say the interesting fact is those sages were probably executed after this episode.
yeah, that's the assumption.
Unless we see them again, I genuinely don't remember.
We'll find out. All right, let's get into episode 9, the water bending scroll.
This
All right,
is a fun episode.
yeah, it's a uh, it's a it's a funny episode actually.
It's kind of filler in the sense that
Yes, it is.
it's just like a fun little adventure with some pirate bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it does establish we do see Aang and Katara practicing their water bending, which is important to see. So
Yeah,
it gets some stuff done.
yeah. So pretty much like in the beginning, Kotaro-san show some skills to the water bending skills to Aang, and Aang is
Oh,
he's
he's
learning it.
he's smoking her, dude.
Yeah, he's kind of showing off.
He's not showing off in the sense like, haha, look, Katara, I'm better than you already. He's just a little boy. He doesn't get it. It's just he's the Avatar and he's really good at it.
Yeah,
They say later, this is not really a spoiler, but it is something that is said later. Uh like there's this kind of dynamic when it comes to the Avatar where every element, every one of the four elements has an opposite.
yeah,
And for that a particular avatar, their opposite is the hardest to learn. So like the opposite to Aang's airbending is earthbending. So when we get to him trying to learn earthbending later, he struggles with that a lot more.
mhm.
Um but like water and fire aren't his opposites, so when it comes to him like trying to learn waterbending, that's why he's so fast to it right now.
That makes sense.
He's kind of just like, oh, this shit's easy, and Katara is herself is struggling because, come on, Katara, you're not the Avatar. Just chill,
Yeah.
chill out.
Well, we get an introduction of the pirates. I do have a prediction for
Oh
the whole
boy,
show.
yeah.
I feel like the pirates. I mean, not in this episode, but the whole season or the whole series. I think the pirates will help Aang and the crew.
Interesting.
because they're like I know they always want treasure or money, but I think they will help out Aang in some way.
Well, your prediction last podcast we did was that the penguins were going to like turn heel on Aang.
Yes.
And now your prediction is the pirates will turn babyface.
Yes. So
So
there's a big
maybe the pirates will fight the penguins.
oh if I see this in this show, then I'll get $1 million.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Right. Would you encounter the My Cabbages guy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he gets his dream squashed again.
Yeah. Is he like Bruce Campbell, like in the Spider-Man movies?
Or just in Sam Raimi. He's like Sam Raimi's car in all of Sam Raimi's
Yes.
movies.
Is he like that?
I hope. Yes, he's like that, but I hope that Sam Raimi didn't lose his virginity in the back of the cabbage cart.
Oh no.
That's nasty.
Especially those spoiled ones.
Ooh, that's why the Earthbender guy was like, I'm not letting these cabbages in here. Gross. Sam Raimi's been in here. Ugh.
That makes sense.
That's nasty. Yeah, no, funny thing about so this is the second time we see the cabbages guy.
Mhm.
And they're running from the pirates, and like Aang clears the cabbage cart and
Yeah.
then throws it back. Like he didn't have to throws it back, excuse me. He didn't have to destroy the cabbage cart,
No, you didn't.
but he felt something in his bones. Like these cabbages must die.
Hope that guy doesn't die.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Well, Katara said a curse word, a bad word.
Oh my, did she?
She said air hole.
Whoa.
So
That's crazy.
I'll,
She's yelling at a
I'll
child.
yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you, Qatar?
um,
Yeah, this is where Qatar's like impatience comes through.
I mean, I get it. We're all human here.
I mean, we're on a great journey. Everyone's gonna get a little annoyed.
Yeah. I do feel bad for Momo. I do say like, oh, I don't trust Momo, but I do feel bad for him in this episode because
Now you don't trust him?
no, I didn't.
Because last time you said like, do we as a society like Momo? And I was like, yeah, we do. And now you're like, I don't know, I don't trust him.
No, I don't trust him in the last episode, but I feel bad for. I still don't trust him, but I feel bad for him in this episode because he's getting whooped by the water whips.
Oh yeah, he got smacked good one time.
Yeah. Hopefully he does something in the next episodes.
And he had to fight that lizard parrot that screamed like a chimp.
Yeah. I don't trust him, but Zuko and the pirates found Sokka, and
But we should mention that the namesake of the episode is the pirates have a waterbending scroll, and Katara's like,
yes,
"How'd you get that?" And they were like, "Oh, we stole it."
yeah, that's the whole plot of the episode here.
And then she steals it from the pirates. That's why the pirates are chasing them.
Yes,
And then eventually Zuko finds the pirates, and they kind of team up to be like, "We're gonna get the Avatar back and the waterbending scroll."
yeah, and they all encountered with each other. Sokka, Katara. I don't know if Aang was tied up, but they're all tied up, and then Sokka was using some reverse psychology to the pirates. It's like, hey, this scroll will cost a lot of money, or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think he said like that's the Avatar. You could take the Avatar from Zuko, and then you'd have the Avatar. And then
and
they all started the
yeah,
fight.
yeah, they're all fighting, and then Momo frees Katara. I guess he's useful in this episode.
Momo gets shit done.
Yeah, I see it, but I still don't trust that guy. And then of course we see Katara and Aang working together with their water bending. They're using that hard skill they were trying to learn it early
That's
on,
right.
and they did
That's what
that
you like.
move.
That's what you like to see.
I like to see that. And
Earlier we see when they're at the market, Aang bought a little whistle.
yes,
And everyone's like, "What? You bought this broke ass whistle? That's stupid." Aang, you're stupid. And then he uses it here, and it's like big reveal. It specifically calls Appa. Like you blow the
Mhm.
whistle, Appa shows up. It's like in Arkham Knight, when you call the Batmobile just slides around the corner and runs over a guy and kills him.
Oh,
That's what Appa can do now. So
I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or like if you played Red Dead Redemption 2, you just whistle your horse and he'll come to you.
there's a couple games where you could do that. You could do that in
Yeah,
Zelda also.
Zelda, Ghost of Tsushima. Anyways, pretty much they won. They're fleeing, and like I mentioned, we see a naked person here. The pirate mooned Zuko on the boat.
Damn, I don't remember that at all.
It was quick. It was like 2 seconds. Bam.
Pulled his little butt cheeks out.
Yeah, it like really quick. But
That's naughty. I don't like that.
yeah.
Dirty pirates.
So the pirates went to their own ways. As Zuko, they are in their other ways, and then the gang had the water scroll, and they'll learn more skills from that scroll.
Yeah. Very fun episode.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
I don't think. I mean, spoilers for the whole show. I don't think there's gonna be an episode that happens where I'm gonna be like, "Oh, this episode's terrible," or "I don't like this episode." Like they're all good. So
Yeah, it's like it's adding on. It's adding on in
yeah,
each
yeah.
episode.
We just keep it going, keep building. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no good. There's no bad. Is there? I don't know. Is there a bad episode? Do you think?
I can
In your
think of
opinion?
one episode that I think people tend to like not like as much, but it's like later in like the last season. And
Or
even then it's not a bad episode. It's just I think it's nobody's favorite.
don't tell me it's the finale.
No, man, Abrar, I don't want to get your hopes up. The finale fucks. Okay?
Oh, what do you
There-
mean? In a good way?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like,
Not like Game of Thrones, like Breaking Bad, all right?
oh, okay. Now we're talking. You know how big I'm a Bad fan I
Yes,
am.
sir.
Will I act like Walter White when he asks like Skylar, or no pun
Oh.
intended, like where's the money? And he laughs in that little hole in his house.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
That might happen to you at some point watching this show.
Oh well, okay. All right, let's get to the next episode. In the
Our last episode for the day.
last episode for the day or night, wherever you guys listening from, midday. Episode 10. The episode's called Jet.
Jet.
This one is I don't know if you're leading on one side or another side. There's like a gray area in this
Oh, yeah.
episode. We get an introduction of Jet and his gang, the Resistance Fighters. I do have a question for you again.
Yeah, hit me.
So we do get an introduction of Jet. So is he a New York Jets fan?
Hmm. No.
Okay. I just want to ask that.
Okay. He's not.
Yeah.
But you know what he is?
What?
Terrorist.
Yeah.
And
see that.
the moral of this episode is be careful falling in love with a hunky guy because he might be a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, man. Again, Katara is like, oh, another guy. Yeah, pretty much. I think he fell in love with more of Jed than a Haru.
Yeah, I think I don't really think there's any romance intended with the Haru character. Because Haru's not much of a character. He's more of just like a symbol of like young oppression in like the Earth Kingdom. But Jet is very much purposefully supposed to be like a romantic interest for Tara, but not a good one because as I've said multiple times, dude's trying to kill people in a bad way. And yeah, so they meet Jet. Jet's basically like when we meet him, he appears to be some sort of like Robin Hood character.
Yeah.
With his merry men, they're in the forest, his little gang, and they're like sticking it to the Fire Nation the Fire Nation soldiers. They're like, oh, the Fire Nation's around here. We've all lost like our family or our parents or our homes to Fire Nation. So here we are. We're here to fight them.
I mean,
And
I love their idea, but the way they do things is
yeah,
not so much.
it's right off the bat. Like, I mean, Aang falls for it. Katara definitely falls for it, and
Oh
Sokka's
yeah.
like, I don't like this guy. But to be fair, he doesn't not like this guy because he immediately can sense that what he's doing is bad. He doesn't like him because he's putting the moves on his sister. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
he's like, you need to stay away from Katara, and Katara's like, shut up, Sokka. I'll whatever. And then Sokka's following him around in that big "I knew it" moment of
Yeah.
like, you're trying to murder civilians, my friend. And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's
Sokka, don't you understand? That's what we gotta do. We gotta
no.
kill babies and puppies if we're gonna fight the Fire Nation. And Sokka's like,
No.
the fuck are you talking about?
um well, will we get to see Jet again and his crew?
Ooh, that's a good question. You
I'm
never
asking that
know.
I'm asking that because I was like, will Jet and Katara ever get married?
I think your questions will be answered
Okay,
by
okay.
continuing to watch the show.
Well, Katara should be on Love is Blind on Netflix
Um, why do you say that?
because like I said, she is blindingly in love with Jet.
That's true.
Uh,
Um, I will say that once the penny drops, yes, Katara is the last person to get on the same page because Aang is like, oh shit, they're gonna blow up that dam, and Tara is like, no, 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 no. Jet wouldn't do that. That's not true. The man that we've known for 12 hours, we wouldn't do that. And then Aang's like, I don't know. They're putting all the explosives by the dam, and I don't see Sokka anywhere. And she's like, I still don't think he would do that. And then Jet shows up and he's like, yeah, Katara, I would definitely do that. And then once that happens, she's like, we gotta kill this guy.
well, before all that happened, remember, of course, because Sokka said like, he was he roaming around to look at the gang, and they were messing up. They were trying to kill that old Fire Nation guy.
Yeah, they were gonna paste this old man,
Yeah,
this
it's
old civilian.
that kind of alerted Sokka, and that's why we're in this situation. And Sokka's I think the whole theme of this episode is like, is Sokka a good leader? Like, is he a leadership type of guy? And we found out at the end of the episode, he he evacuated all the Earthbenders from that village, and
I don't know if I would say it's about Sokka's leadership. I
Mhm.
mean, that definitely plays part in the end when he does save the village. But I think uh it brings in the, as you mentioned up top, the morally gray and the question of like how you go about things, whether you be
Yeah,
Sokka, who like, your moral compass is like, you got to protect innocence and you fight the bad guys still, or if you become a radicalist like Jet, who's like, oh, we'll stop the Fire Nation and we'll, like Peacemaker, I don't care how many men,
oh,
women, or children I have to kill to get it.
yeah, that makes sense. I guess he's like a peacemaker, Jet here.
So
Uh,
like so yeah, Jet's plan would have taken all the Fire Nation out of the area, but Sokka, doing the right thing, sacrificed getting rid of the Fire Nation by warning the whole village and saving all those innocent people as well. Um
yeah, it's about morals, like how do you do things.
yeah,
But
this is a good episode because not only does it introduce an interesting character like Jet and his kind of cool but bad crew, but this is a strong Sokka episode. It is a fairly strong Katara episode by the end when she like realizes what's up and then fights Jet herself. The only person that doesn't have a whole lot going on in this episode is Aang,
no, no.
but the whole show's about him. He can take a backseat here.
That's why I
And
like. That's why I like about the show. Like each character, we're seeing each character development.
yeah,
It's not all about Aang.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good episode. I will
that's
say one thing. The only time that Katara apologized to Sokka in this whole ordeal was when Sokka was not around, and she thought he might be dead.
right.
Sokka shows up, and he's like, "I actually saved the day," and never was another apology said to his face.
That's
We can only hope it happened off camera.
hopefully, in their journey.
That's just brother and sister for you, though. I think.
I think so. But yeah, that's pretty much of episode 10 here. Do have an interesting fact for this episode.
Mm.
This episode was originally supposed to be called The Rebels.
Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Maybe,
pretty.
maybe changing it to being called Jet specifically kind of shines the spotlight of what we're supposed to remember, what we're supposed to take away.
Yeah, is that guy's the resistant fighters there.
More like
Uh,
the resistance fighters.
oh, I like that.
He has
Uh,
riz. We can't deny
he,
it.
no, I mean he looks like a
He's got that piece of straw in his mouth. He's always chewing.
like you. Is there like a? This is not J-pop. This is not K-pop. It's
A-pop for Avatar.
there we go. There we go.
I don't even know.
uh, but yeah, Jet. Will we see Jet and the crew later on?
Um, I will say there's a good chance.
Okay, I feel like they're gonna be in the finale at least. With the
Uh,
cabbages guy.
yeah, maybe.
But
Maybe
yeah,
the
so
captain's gonna be there.
hopefully, so yeah, so that was episode 6 through 10. Next episode on the podcast, we'll do 11
11 through
to
15.
15, and then it'll be 16 to 18, and
Yep.
then the final two, 19 and 20. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Skylar, where can the people find you on the social media pages?
I don't have a clever answer this time.
I do
Um,
ask you all the time,
yeah.
but
I try to keep on top of it the best I can without ever actually giving me an answer, giving you an answer. But um no, I don't have. You know what? I'll just circle back to earlier when I said I support physical media. Go buy if you can afford it, because physical media is expensive. But if you can afford it, go buy this show, Last Airbender, on Blu-ray.
yes, is it on Blu-ray? That's cool.
It is. It's on. I have it on Blu-ray. I have the next show in the series, The Legend of Korra. I have that on
Mhm.
Blu-ray as well. I do not have the movie, the M Night Shyamalan movie
You
on
got
Blu-ray.
to.
Okay, Abrar. I think maybe because that movie. Now that we're halfway done with this season, that movie is only the this season, right? It's only
Oh,
the Book of Water.
okay.
Should we watch that?
Maybe
After we finish the season and then we have like a bonus episode where we watch the I won't front really bad movie.
we could if you
M
want.
Night Shyamalan. It has our boy Dev Patel in it.
Oh man, Monkey Man, The Green
Monkey
Knight,
Man.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Monkey Man is my one of my most anticipated movies right now.
That's gonna be. I heard it's like 100% on Rotten
He got a
Tomatoes.
big standing ovation.
You did on Southwest,
So maybe by the time, because when does that movie come out? When does Monkey Man
April
hit
5th.
theaters? Okay, so that means that we do another episode next week on this, and then another episode the next week. Monkey Man will be in theaters. It'll be perfect time to watch another Dev Patel movie. And we'll just choose his worst one.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think it all fits. I think that's fate. I think we have to do it now.
I think so. So we will watch his worst movie.
A lot of
Uh,
people's worst movie.
I only saw it once in. Did I saw it in theaters? I don't remember if I watched it in theaters or at home, but I remember it was like, yeah, it's alright. But I never watched the show, of course, right? So I was like, oh, I watched the movie. I was like, it's whatever.
It's got some real problems, that movie.
Mm.
Um,
What?
but who
What?
but who knows? Well, we started this series because I watched the Netflix show and I didn't like it, and then you were like, "Oh, I've never seen the animated one." I was like, "Well, let's watch it." And then if that leads us into watching the 2005, no, well, when was that?
I think it's 2010.
2010. That sounds more correct. 2010 movie. Uh, it's just our curse to watch everything. That's just what our life is now.
Of course, man. Of course, you can listen to this podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I have an Instagram page called Brumber Wonders Podcast. You can follow me there as well. And I guess on three, we'll say not Dave, Dev Patel.
All right, Dave Patel.
All right, three, two, one. Dev
Dave
Patel,
Patel.
Monkey Man.
Monkey Man. Go see Monkey Man
Now or later.
when it comes out.
Yeah.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Brown Boy Wonder, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the podcasting world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Brown Boy Wonder, an airbender named Abrar. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Abrar can save the podcasting world.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. In this episode, we're going to cover episodes 11 through 17 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's getting good. My guest here is Skylar. Skylar, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Today we're talking about 7 episodes instead of 5. Kind of playing catch up because we missed a week.
Yeah, we did.
So ready to talk about some Avatar.
Alrighty, well, let's get into episode 11, The Great Divide. This one, I feel like it's more of a filler episode, but it's still a good episode. It's more like a character development for each character. But in the beginning, we see Sokka and Katara fighting, more of like a siblings fighting type of thing.
Yeah, this is a classic episode. One of those ones where it always seemed to be on TV whenever you watch Nickelodeon as a kid. It was like this episode came up a lot for some reason, or at least in my experience, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's all about Aang having to solve everybody's problems.
Yeah, he's more of like a peacemaker.
Mhm.
When these two tribes came along in the canyon, they're at the canyon, right?
Yeah, they have to basically cross the Grand Canyon.
But yeah, these two tribes hate each other for some reason back in the past. But we'll get into that at the end. But had to go through this canyon, and the tour guide said no food in the canyon. I think that's the worst rule of all time. It's like going on vacation with no food.
Yeah, well, he had a good point though, where he was like either hungry for a day or dead.
Well, what he was talking about was the canyon crawlers, and they look like big spiders
Yeah, they were kind of
ish.
spidery, kind of like they're definitely insect type things. I know spiders are arachnids, but these things like they look like bugs. But
Yeah,
they're
so
also kind of furry.
yeah, a little fairy. Kind of reminds me of like Helldivers bugs.
Yeah,
For those who's played the game,
big
but
scary
yeah,
bugs.
yeah, they now they're stuck in the canyon. And it kind of reminds me of the movie with James Franco, 24/7 hours.
Why? No one got stuck. No one cut their arms off. Spoilers.
I mean, they're in a canyon, right? And they're stuck. So I was like, oh,
Okay. Okay.
it's like that movie.
Um. Let me ask you a question. The
Yeah.
entire point of this episode, like I said, is Aang trying to solve like a rift between these two tribes that hate each other. One is like really clean and snobby, and one is really
Hmm.
like dirty and like brutish barbarian kind of guys. Which tribe would you rather be in?
That's a good question. I would
Yep.
go with I'll go with the barbarians because they know what to do. It looks like they know how to survive.
That's a good point. Yeah. I didn't think you would say the barbarians. I thought you'd say the clean boys.
Why?
Because that guy that ran up at the beginning and was like, "I'm here first." It was voiced by Robin from Teen Titans.
Oh, is that him? I didn't
Yeah,
catch that.
that one was very clear. In the episodes we're going to talk about, he shows up a bunch in this season for for some reason. It's like I always notice, like, oh, it's that guy. Um, but yeah, no, that one was very clearly he was just being Robin from Teen Titans. I thought it was funny.
Sure. Okay, I didn't know that. Uh, when Katara and Sokka was fighting each other, they're fighting over like how to assemble a tent or something like that.
Yeah,
Um, but now they are pretty much like each so Sokka and Katara, they're kind of siding on the opposite tribes, so they are on like their own like way of thinking, I guess.
yeah.
And and
You know what? There's another question. Is their initial argument was Tara said, "Put up the tarp above the tent in case it rains," and Sokka's
yeah.
like, "It's not gonna rain. It's dry season. I'm not doing it." Who's right in this argument?
So weather's unpredictable, right? So I would go with Katara.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Sokka knows what he's talking about.
I mean, you notice it didn't rain in the episode, so.
It didn't. Oh. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay, Sokka. Okay. Okay. Um. Later on, they're eating. Oh yeah. They've also they brought their own food. I think each tribe brought their own food in the canyon, which is not allowed.
Yeah, each tribe brought food and said, "Well, we know the other guys were gonna do it, so we might as well."
Mm. Uh.
Uh, yeah. And
They. You go ahead.
the reason that we're given the big argument why these two tribes hate each other is because they both had like folklore heroes
Mhm.
named Jin Wei and Wei Jin, and like the story was like uh Jin Wei of the Clean tribe was running across the countryside trying to get like this spiritual orb to its destination, but then dirty rotten scoundrel Wei Jin stepped in and uh stole it, attacked him and stole the orb, but then the other side believed that Jin Wei got hurt, Wei Jin was trying to help and then was
Mhm.
wrongfully imprisoned. And that's why they all hate each other for many, many, many years.
I do like when they're talking about their own side of stories. Like there's like a different animation when it comes to that. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty neat.
that is cool. I like that a lot.
But yeah,
Uh, and
the
then because everybody brought food,
yes.
of course the crawlers attack. Also, let's talk about the tour guide in this episode. He gets jacked up very early on.
Yes.
Both of his arms broken. He can't bend anymore, and he starts going full PTSD. Like they're in the trees, man. And
Yeah,
Aang's just like, well, I guess I'm in charge now.
yeah. Like we said before, he's like the peacemaker here. The Nightcrawlers came out and Aang pretty much, uh, beat, they kind of defeated them, and then they escape. And we
Yeah.
also realized that Aang is 112 years old.
Well, we already knew that.
Did we? Okay, I guess he like
Well,
re
I guess I don't know if they specifically say that he's 12 before, like like he was
yeah.
12, but we know that he was in that iceberg for 100 years. So
Yeah. So I mean, that's what caught me. Like, oh, he said I'm 112 years old. Like, oh, okay.
yeah, the fact that he identifies as that,
Yeah,
he's like,
that's
well,
pretty old. The when they talk about the crawlers or night crawlers, I was always thinking about the movie again, the Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm like, oh, what
oh,
if they put his face on the crawlers?
ooh, that'd be good. Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal yelled at Rebecca Ferguson? Leave your comments. Do you think it was him?
What
I'm not
what
sure.
what movie were they in?
They were in Life,
Life. Oh, okay, okay.
the one with
The
the little
space movie.
space germ that kills people. Ryan
Maybe.
Reynolds was also in that, though. Do you think maybe
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds yelled at her?
I don't see him. I don't see a yelling type from him. But he made that movie If, so I don't know.
Ooh, maybe we'll yell at him.
um, yeah. So at the end of this episode, we figure out like this. Aang was like, "Hey, man, I know the story," and he's like, "This pretty much was like a soccer match between these two guys."
Yeah,
And at the end, they're like, the two tribes like, "Oh, okay, we cool."
it was all just a game. Jinwei was taking the ball to try to score, but he fell. Then Wei Jin went out of bounds, and he got put not in prison, but in penalty box. It's just like, oh, haha, that's funny. And Sokka and Katara are like, wow, Aang, that's really funny. That's really cool. It's crazy that you were alive back then and you knew those guys. And Aang's like, no, I made it up. They just
Perfect.
have a moment of holy shit. He's just like, I couldn't fix it, so I just fucking lied. But it worked.
It did work. It did work. My favorite line of this episode is the tour guide. He said at the end of the episode, he's like, "I'm sick of this place." And
My
and
favorite
then
line of this episode is when we see like them all eating at night, and we see like uh Tara is like partaking with that tribe, and they start explaining like why they did it, why they brought food, and Katara's like, well, I guess that makes sense. And then on the other side, Sokka's with the other people, and they pull out the food, and Sokka's just so happy to see food. He's eating it, and they're like, well, we only brought the food, and Sokka's not even listening. He's just like eating all the food. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care.
that was a good scene. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much episode 11 there.
Yeah. Good, classic fun episode. Nothing really too heavy happens. Some cool monsters. We get to see more Sokka Katara dynamic,
Yeah,
them being bickering siblings, and then Aang problem solves. Classic episode.
good episode, good episode. But let's get into episode 12. It's called The Storm, not Jade
Ooh,
Cargill, but it's
she the
called The Storm.
is she the storm?
That she calls herself The Storm.
When did she start doing that?
Last Friday.
Oh, I didn't see Friday. That's my bad.
Uh, that's right. That's right.
But anyways, um, yeah, no. You said the last one was kind of filler-ish or like felt filler-y. This one, very important episode.
Yeah, it's very important. Gyatso is in Aang's nightmares.
Yeah.
Um, and Aang is not is Aang is terrifying these nightmares. I forgot what happened in the nightmare per se. Do you remember?
I remember the episode opens with like he's having this dream where it's like was it Katara or no, Sokka's flying on the glider and Katara's flying on a giant Momo. And
Yeah,
he's like, that's cool. Nothing wrong here. Like that's a giant ass Momo, dude. That's
yeah,
scary.
man. Like I said, do I trust him? I'm starting to trust him now.
He's proven his worth at this point.
Yeah, he's helping to save the gang from the pirates, and okay, I understand the guy now. Um, uh,
Yeah, the main important thing about this episode is we see Aang's backstory and
Yeah.
we see Zuko's backstory.
Yes.
I think I mean Aang's stuff has like kind of been hinted at before. Like obviously he ran away from home. Obviously he mentioned before like he was kind of disinterested in big peacekeeping avatar stuff. Like he didn't really want to take on that responsibility. He just wanted to like play games and
Yeah.
ride fish and stuff. So I feel like, you know, watching the show from the beginning, you kind of see this coming from his point of view. But I think the very interesting part of this episode, obviously, would be Zuko's side of the episode, where we delve fully into his banishment, why he was banished, his dynamic with his father.
Yeah. Zuko got his ass beat by his dad.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of WrestleMania 39, where Rey Mysterio spanked his son Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, but Dominic had it coming though.
Yeah, that's true, but not Zuko. Not Zuko.
No, not Zuko versus his father, the Fire Lord, in Cinnamon Toast Crunch match.
Yeah, man, I can't believe that. Why was that sponsored? But yeah, in Aang's backstory, Aang is more upset because he's the Avatar, right? He's like
Yeah,
the smartest guy in the room. No
yeah,
one could relate to him. That's why he's like he's on his own. Is his own level, so no one can
yeah.
relate to him.
Like the
Um,
second that people learn he's the Avatar, like his friends don't want to play games with anymore because they're like, "Oh, you're the Avatar. It's not fair. You'll beat us." And then these monks are coming up to him, being like, "You have to solve the world's problems now," you know. And
yeah.
Gyatso's like, "Dude, I didn't want to tell you. We shouldn't have even told you until you're like 16 or something. Like, we're not supposed to tell you when you're 12 years old. That's way too much."
Hmm. Yeah.
Also, we learn how they figure out who the Avatar is. Their process is like they lay out a bunch of uh, old toys, and
Yeah.
one of them is like an old toy of like a past Avatar. And if you pick that one, they're like, "Oh, this is this guy." Um, but I think that's a flawed system. I don't
Yeah,
like. What if
they
he
should.
just picked it because he thought it was a cool toy?
Yeah, it's like it's a good way to go with things. It's more like a chance, more like a lucky chance type of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, um, in the episode, Katara said to Sokka, like, because they had to talk to a fisherman in this episode. Um, she said like, "You go get a job, smart guy." I was like, again, it reminds me of something else. You know what that is?
Smart guy.
Yeah, smart guy, smart
The
guy.
show, the Disney Channel show. This discussion is off the rails. We're talking about wrestling, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and now we're talking about Smart Guy Disney Channel show with the little Maori brother. How is
Well, when they meet the fisherman, he's kind of sexist as well. Uh, he kind of looks like the guy, you know, the on in the grocery store where you trying to get like frozen fish, and there's a guy on that packet.
Oh, the Gordon's Fisherman?
Yeah, it looks like him.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Let
Uh,
me let me look up the fisherman
yeah,
real
type
quick.
fisherman avatar, and then
Okay, he does have a hat, and the Gordon's Fisherman also has a hat, and he has a beard. You may be onto something here. I'm not
yeah,
normally whenever you say like this guy looks like that, it's very obvious and fast. No, what are you talking about? No, he doesn't. But this one, you're closer than normal, so I'm gonna let it pass. I'm gonna let it slide.
yes, that's a victory for me. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole
Yeah,
point.
we covered Aang's side where like you know he doesn't want to be the Avatar, so he runs away. Like we all knew that was coming, and it's a big moment, big
Yeah,
powerful moment. Especially you know you see him once again get stuck in the ice and how he gets frozen. And then on Zuko's side, he's growing up. He wants to take on responsibilities. So he attends a meeting, like a war strategy meeting, and this this general or admiral or something is just like, oh, we're gonna send all these guys in, they'll probably die, but we don't care because we're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And uh Zuko is like, no, you shouldn't let them die. That's terrible. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. That thing, and
Yeah.
then then uh the general's all upset, and the Fire Lord's like, well, we're gonna settle this in the ring.
Pretty much.
We settle our problems in the ring, but then Zuko gets to the ring and he has to fight not the general but his father.
Yeah. Going ahead, the interesting fact for this episode was the flashback is a reference to Luke and Vader duel of Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back.
The flashback is a reference.
Yeah. Two of them fighting each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it say that somewhere?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that's interesting. Just because it's a father fighting a son.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Yeah, so Zuko sees he has to fight his father. He immediately drops to his knees, like, I'm not gonna fight you, father. And then Ozai says, all right, bet, and burns his eye off.
yeah. So that's the reason why he has his eye is a little scarred.
His dad did it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said, get out of my country. You can't come back unless you bring me the Avatar.
That's a bad dad. I don't
Oh,
like
yeah? Let me ask you this. Did you notice, maybe a little bit of foreshadowing here, did you notice in the part where Zuko gets his eye burnt, you don't see it, but you hear it. So Iroh's in the crowd, and he looks really torn up, sad, he
Yeah.
can't watch. But there's someone standing next to Iroh. Did you notice this?
No, I did not.
There's someone standing next to. I won't give any more information, but it's someone standing next to Iroh, and that person is smiling.
Oh. Wonder who that is.
Well, maybe we'll get to it.
All right. At the end of this episode, Sokka got paid through fish.
Oh yeah, I like the part earlier where the fisherman is saying I don't need you, wife. I'm gonna go get the fish and I'll get someone else to help and I'll pay them double. And Sokka's like, I'll get paid double, and he's like, who said I'd pay you double? Then he gives him a fish, which I guess if he paid him double, that means that he normally pays his wife half a fish.
Yeah. She needs to get out of that relationship.
Yeah, she needs to. She needs to sort herself out.
All right. That's episode 12. Let's get into
Powerful episode, very good episode.
good episode. Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite episodes here. It's episode 13, The Blue Spirit. The beginning of the episode, you see Sokka and Katara, they're sick. They need help, and this is the time for Momo to shine.
Oh, for Momo to prove his worth.
Yes,
This is his moment.
this is moment.
Does he live up to that moment?
Man, well, throughout the whole episode, he came back not with water, but with a rat. But that reminds me of, remember in Lone Survivor where Mark Wahlberg asked the kid for the knife and he brought a chicken to him?
I've never seen The Lone Survivor.
Oh man, so that was the whole point. That was the whole joke. So
You
he
could
brought
have
a
said
chicken.
you could have said that bit from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where Groot keeps bringing them different things.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I don't make a habit of watching too many Mark Wahlberg movies, bro.
There's some good out there. Some good movies out there. Good Mark movies out there. Not Uncharted.
Yeah, like Transformers: The Last Night.
Dude, that is the worst.
The worst movie ever made.
Ever made.
For that budget, definitely.
Yeah, Godzilla X Kong is better than that.
Ooh, that's a different podcast. I haven't seen it yet, but there's some gifs going around.
Oh, man, it's a funny movie. It's a funny movie.
I guess so.
All right, so so Aang needs to get some random some
He needs
medicine
to
for
find medicine. Yeah, he finds a witch.
she
He
finds a
finds a
witch.
straight up kooky witch, and he's like, "I need to heal my friends." And she starts brewing potions and poultices and whatever the hell she's doing, and then she starts like, "Oh no, this is for me. You just need to find some frogs."
Yeah, frogs who sucked on. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
I was like, this is a kids show. What's going on here?
excuse me. Well, ooh, Nickelodeon.
Yeah, oh, dark.
No, no,
Be
no, no,
quiet on the
no.
set.
None of that came here.
No, definitely not. It's a cartoon show. Dan isn't on this.
Ooh, gross.
Uh, yeah. So Aang is being chased by the archers. It's a cool scene here when he was running away.
Yeah, they set them up very quickly as we have these super unstoppable, crazy accuracy archers, and here they are.
There they are, and the Fire Nation capture Aang.
Yep, he loses the frogs.
He loses the frog. I feel like
Actually, not all of them, because he's like dropping frogs all throughout this episode.
yeah, he was. I feel like the gang is always getting captured by the Fire Nation, like every episode.
Well, that's the danger. That's who's hunting them.
You know. But throughout the whole episode, you see this masked man entering the Fire Nation's place, and I wonder who it is.
Well, not just the Fire Nation. It is newly appointed Admiral Zhao.
Oh, okay.
He's the one. He's the one. Been a thorn in our side, and now he's here again, and he's the one that like asked for the archers, and he catches the Avatar, and he's like, "Avatar, I got you, and I'm not gonna kill you because then you'll just come back as someone else."
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Uh,
even powerful.
but then, yeah, this masked person, who we later learn is referred to as the Blue Spirit,
Blue
name of the
Spirit.
episode,
Yes.
shows up, and he wrecks shop.
Yep. He's like Stone Cold with a steel chair, hitting everyone. He helps Aang to escape. And he found the frogs as well.
A lot of
Uh,
good choreography in this episode.
yes.
A lot of cool moments, set pieces, action. Very fun with a big twist payoff at the end.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a more of like a rescue movie or episode. So I think towards the end when they're about to escape, they're all up front with the masked man and Aang. The masked man took Aang as a hostage and going backwards.
Yeah, it's a really cool moment.
It's a good scene. Is that in the movie? The Last Airbender?
I believe they recreate that moment in both the bad movie and the not very good television show.
Oh, okay. So
They
can't wait
that
for that.
moment they're like, yeah, we got to keep doing that.
Okay, can't wait for that. But yeah, so they got off a little bit further away, but then one of the archers, uh, Gyatso, not Gyatso, he hit Zuko's. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you spoiled it!
Excuse me. I sneezed. I sneezed. I
Fell
sneezed.
apart right at the end. The Blue Spirit.
Yeah, he hit the blue spirit, and the blue spirit got knocked out. And Aang is like, man, what happened? And then you see a little bit of the guy's face behind the mask, and it was, you say it, Skylar.
Prince Zuko all
Yeah.
along.
Whoa, what's going on?
That's crazy.
He noticed about the scar on his eye. He's like, oh, that looks like looks like a little Zuko right there. But yeah, and then that's pretty much how they end it, right? Or then Aang just escapes and helps
Yeah,
Sokka and
well,
Katara.
there is a really cool moment where they have escaped and Zuko's unconscious from getting shot in the head, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zuko starts to wake up, and Aang starts like talking to him, and he says like, "I wonder if things were different if we could have been friends." And Zuko's
Yes.
response to that is to try to burn his head off.
Yeah.
But
Weird.
then
weird relationship here.
and gets away. Um, again, I think officially at this point, everyone's like, "Oh, Zuko, come on, just be a good guy."
Yeah, he's battling his own battles here. You know, he is don't know if he's want to be a good guy or wants to be a bad guy. He's like right
Yeah.
in the middle.
And
Uh,
this episode coming after the storm, we now like fully understand like it's Zuko, it's not his choice. Like he's like this is the only thing I can do to go home to my dad who burned my eye off.
yeah.
It's the only thing I can do. Uh and so that's why it's so important to him.
Um, um, they Aang gave Sokka and Katara the frogs to suck on, and then
They were
it
sucking
became
on them
better.
frogs.
Yup.
And Momo
Uh,
didn't do a goddamn thing to help.
no, he didn't do anything. He literally didn't do anything this episode.
They're
But he tried.
like
He tried.
Sokka came he was gonna die. He came
Yeah,
very close to just death.
yeah. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Interesting fact for this episode: this episode was ranked number 15 in the 100 greatest moments in Nicktoon history.
Wow. Greatest moments in Nicktoon history.
Nicktoon. So that's like
What's higher than like I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like more things up the top 10 were more Avatar moments.
maybe, or
Uh
it could be like maybe from SpongeBob or something.
I'm thinking like Danny Phantom,
Oh,
Fairly Odd Parents at when we were kids.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
not
yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents now. But
Maybe like the crossover between Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents.
oh, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah, I think that's like
That's
number two at
pretty
least.
good. That's pretty good.
That moment would
Maybe
not be recreated again.
no, because Jimmy Neutron's not on TV anymore.
Yep. But yeah, that is episode 13. Great episode. Probably one of my favorites here. But let's get into episode 14, The Fortune Teller. Before we get into that, I do want to apologize to the ones who are listening. There are a lot of wrestling references here. I'm sorry because WrestleMania is around the corner, and all I'm thinking about is will Cody finish the story? I don't know.
Ooh, will Cody finish the story? Will Aang finish his story?
Oh, we'll find out soon. We'll find
We will
out
find out.
soon.
At this point, if you're listening to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast, you have to know some wrestling. Sorry,
Yeah. There are
like
a lot of wrestling episodes
it's gonna
here. You should know
happen.
something.
You got to know that Rey Mysterio fought his son Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania in a cinnamon toast crunch match.
Oh man. Great match. But yeah, episode 14, The Fortune Teller. Uh this episode, if I remember correctly, it was more very romantic, I'll say.
Uh huh.
Um Katara pretty much friend zoned Aang throughout this whole
Oh
episode.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh I forgot who was weaving and dodging that bear. Was it Sokka?
No, it was just some guy.
Okay.
Some guy, because we learn soon that there's this fortune teller lady who she's giving out fortunes to everybody. Uh, and this guy, his fortune was like, "You're not gonna die," or something like that. It was something
Yeah.
like, "You won't come to harm today." And so he's walking along and he finds this big ass. It's actually a platypus bear, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And this thing is like just actively trying to kill him, but he's just kind of like ducking and weaving, no worries in the world. He's never seen the Revenant, and he's not even scared. And then the Avatar gang shows up and they chase off this bear. Appa yells at it and it shits itself. And then the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I had it handled, but whatever." And everyone's like, "Dude, you could have died. You like that was bad." He was like, "No. I was specifically told I wouldn't get eaten today." And then they're
um,
like, "Let's go check out this fortune teller."
this
Uh,
fortune teller is very influential in this village.
yeah,
And
it's almost like if this wasn't like a funny episode, it could have been a scary episode because it's like they
yeah,
have like a cult belief in this lady,
her name was Aunt Wu.
Aunt Wu. That's
Aunt
right.
Wu. We found out Ming uh likes Aang. but Aang
Oh,
doesn't like her back.
this little creepy girl that's stalking him around the village.
Yeah. Um, this I don't know if you watch Hey Arnold, but it reminds me of like Arnold is
Helga?
in Helga, but then
Yeah.
Arnold loves like Ruth. Ruth, I think that's her name.
Oh, yeah,
Just
okay.
kind of like that. That's all I was thinking there. But yeah, so pretty much we know Aunt Wu is a scam. She should go to jail. Um,
Well, okay, so while you're watching the episode, yeah, you definitely feel that way.
yeah.
But I will tell you something right now. This is kind of a it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler.
Oh, okay, Paul Heyman.
She says some things, some like fortunes that long term are real, like 100% factual.
Oh, damn.
Like some seeds were sown here.
Okay. Okay.
And it's not just what they tease at the end, because one of the big things is obviously Katara is very excited and like she wants to know her fortune. She's going there like every day,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like asking about like, oh, you know, what kind of man will I marry or whatever stuff like that. And then she's told that she will marry a very powerful bender.
Yes.
And it's funny that like not even like a moment did she think like, oh, well, Aang's the Avatar. Like that didn't even cross her mind until
Yeah.
later in the episode. Sokka referred to him as a very powerful bender. It's like, well, yeah, dude, he's the Avatar.
Oh man. Okay.
But that's not even necessarily what I'm referring to when I say like prediction spoiler stuff.
Okay. Okay.
But she threw out a couple of other things that things just happen to play out exactly like that.
So will Aang fall in love then?
Oh, Aang's already in love.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Um,
Uh,
Ming said something pretty powerful or pretty like correct. She said like it's hard when you like someone, but they don't like you back the same way.
yeah,
That's just truth.
everyone's feeling that.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
Aang's feeling it, Ming's feeling it, the viewers at home are feeling it.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, yeah, same here, fam.
Damn.
I will. Okay, so I did say like Aunt Wu said some stuff that does come true, but
Okay.
obviously, she has also said things that don't come true. Uh, because the whole reason that Ming's obsessed with Aang is because he was told that she would fall in love and marry a man with big ears, and she's like, "Oh, this kid's got big ears. This kid's a little bald freak. I love this guy." Uh, and Aang's just not feeling it. And then the big point of the episode is she comes out and she's like, "Let me look at the clouds. Yep. All right, that big volcano over there, it's not gonna murder us all." And everyone's like, "Yay!" And Sokka's like, "This is fucking bullshit. We need to check this shit out." They go up to the volcano, and they're like, "Oh no, this thing's erupting today."
Yeah.
And then Aang and the crew
They
they
saved the volcano or the erupting volcano
they do
potentially.
they get the town to go along to prevent the volcano from destroying the village by reshaping the clouds into and making Aunt Wu like do another prediction, and then she comes out and she's like, "Oh, that cloud specifically says we're fucked and we gotta do something." Which really comes into the main theme of this episode, and Aunt Wu even says it. She doesn't say this quote from Terminator like I'm about to, but there is no fate but what we make.
Wow. Was that from Dark Fate Terminator?
That is from every Terminator film. That is like the slogan of the entire thing.
Perfect. But yeah, so Aang and the crew save the village, and they're on their way to somewhere else, to the North Pole. But I do have an interesting fact here. When Sokka kicks a pebble and it bounces off in a nearby sign, hitting someone's head, a Chinese character showed up, and it reads, you know, the character, but it also means a good blessing.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's
So
what that's
he kicked a pebble and it hit a sign, and the sign in what is it, Mandarin,
Mandarin. Yeah,
said a good blessing.
yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know what it means, but that's interesting.
I don't know. We'll find out hopefully. But yeah, that's episode 14. Let's get into episode 15. The
Bato of the
but
Water Tribe.
yes, the Bato of the Water Tribe. This is a good episode. Bato. You know what Bato kind of reminds me of?
I have no idea what you're about to say. No, it could be
um.
anything.
Yeah.
Hold on, folks. It could be anything.
Well, it reminds me of Grandpa Johnny Tsunami because of his long
Okay,
hair in the
okay.
water. He's
You should have
surfing.
known. Should have known. Longtime viewers will know, and any followers on TikTok, because you put a clip of it on TikTok,
Yep.
will know. This guy won't stop talking about Johnny Tsunami.
It is a great movie. A
And
great character.
when this becomes a clip, I want you to know, I don't promote this. I don't promote all this obsession over Johnny Tsunami.
How do you know I'm going to post a clip of this? I might not.
Well, you have to now.
I have to know. All right. Yeah, so it's a good episode. The Fire Nation hired a bounty hunter. Her name was
Yeah, this
yeah, her
is probably not surprise you to know that a lot of fans really like this character
oh really?
for some reason.
Oh, because she's like a good bounty hunter?
No, because she's a goth mommy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, she's basically Rhea Ripley
Oh, okay. Let
with
her
a
rip.
big mole creature.
Ooh, okay. Let her rip diarrhea. Yeah,
Oh, come on now.
she she gets things done. That's the uh her side of a character.
Yeah,
She gets things done.
her name is June.
June. The Fire
And
Nation arrived the fortune teller place, and it looks like Uncle Iroh and Uncle Anwu are like hitting it off.
ooh, you know, the women are drawn to Iroh. He's got the riz.
Oh, I can see it. But yeah, when are they gonna get married? Anytime in this whole show?
No.
Ah, damn it.
Don't hold out
Well,
hope for that.
they're the perfect
You've
match.
already made predictions for the Penguins. You know what? Who am I to stop you? You can make a prediction if you want.
Okay, Aunt Wu and Uncle Iroh will get married in this series.
I love how confidently you said that after I already said no. But all right, that's the third official prediction. The Penguins are gonna turn on Aang was the first one. Uh the second one is that the Pirates will help Aang.
Yeah, I still believe that.
Yo, do you? And then the third one is that Aunt Wu and Uncle Iroh will get married.
I
Okay,
can see it.
that's I'm gonna have to start writing these down somewhere because
Oh, no,
we
we'll remember.
got to see if you make any outlandish prediction that actually comes true, that'll be huge.
Um, just just stay tuned. But this whole point of this episode is, uh, pretty
On
much,
Aang's side of it, yeah,
yeah,
they find a water tribe warrior who was part of Sokka and Katara's father's crew.
yes,
He got injured and he was like left in this this abbey to heal, and it's a big. He's basically like an uncle to them, and they're
hmm
very happy to see him, and uh, they're so happy to see him that they kind of like neglect Aang, and Aang like gets pushed to the side, and this makes Aang worry, like he feels like he's getting like left by himself,
yeah,
and what if they want to go back and like to find their father, and they just leave Aang. He has to go do all his Avatar stuff by himself. To the point where uh, this messenger shows up and he's like, I have the letter. We know where Katara and Sokka's father is." That's what he says. And
Mhm.
then Aang's like, "Oh, okay, I'll give it to him." And he crumples it up and puts it in his pocket. And he's like, "I can't give it to him. They'll leave me. I'm just a little boy. I'm just a 112-year-old little boy."
Yeah.
Uh, and when he comes clean and tells them like, "I have this letter and I hid it because I didn't want you to leave me."
Mhm.
All of his fears come true, and Sokka immediately tries to leave him.
Him. Yeah.
Angry, he's very angry, and so he's being stupid. But he immediately is like, "Come on, Katara, we're gonna leave this little idiot to die in the cold by himself. We're leaving." And Bato's just like, "Well, dude, I don't know what to say."
Yeah. Katara is crying. Going with Bato and Sokka. The gang is split.
Yeah.
Uh, the last 5 minutes of the episode, I think it was really good.
Oh, the entire fight sequence is awesome.
Yeah, I really like this. I really like the fight sequence here.
It's it's probably up there. I won't give specific like ranking or anything, but it's probably up there with like good like within top 5 of like Zuko and Aang fights in the show.
Mm,
Definitely, I think the best of their confrontations in the season, just as far as like an actual fight choreography goes.
yeah, good scene. Aang reclaims Katara's necklace and he gave it to her
Yes, he
back.
does.
And yep, and then Katara and Sokka are like, "Man, I guess we can't leave this little dude." And he's part of the family.
That's true. Yeah, they nobody apologizes to anybody. I think Aang apologizes, but nobody else apologizes to anybody about some mean things that may have been said. But they're just like, "No, we're family. We got to stick together."
Yeah, I think the silence was like apology. Like, oh, if we're all
Yeah.
silent, okay, we all get it.
We all
We
we
gotta
all
move.
we all did some things that were wrong, so we'll just
Yeah, so
let
we
it
just gotta
go.
move on.
Let's not skip over the best part of the entire episode
Oh, which one?
is when because they defeat the mole creature who like completely follows his sense of smell. Like he's blind other than that.
Yes, yes.
The abbey that they're fighting in is like stocked full of like perfumes and scents and stuff. So they knock all that over to blind him basically, and he hit like the mole thing can hit you with his tongue and paralyze you. So he hit Zuko. Zuko went down, and then he hit its own Master June, and
Mhm.
Iroh tried to jump in the way. Not really, but he was like, "No!" Grabbed her and just went down. And
Hey,
Zuko's
man.
like, "Uncle, I didn't see you get hit." Uncle Iroh's just like, "Uh." I
Hey,
love the
man,
little
that's
angry face she makes too when she hears that.
yeah. Hey, man, that's Uncle Iroh right there for you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hope.
Um, June is like a mixture between Poison Ivy and Catwoman because she has the whip and it's like made of poison.
Yeah. Okay. Kinda. She's voiced by Jennifer Hale, who is a veteran of voice acting. She's in a lot of stuff. If anyone's played the Mass Effect game, she's the female Shepard in that.
Oh, okay.
She's pretty sure she was one of the Hex girls in Scooby Doo, the lead one.
Oh, oh, the
Uh,
Zombie Island.
no. The Hex girls were in The Witch's Ghost and then other stuff probably.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Jennifer Hale, she's really good.
All right, all right. Speaking of Zombie Island, it is now released on Blu-ray, remastered. So get your copy of that. I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, I saw. I was like, hey, it looked like they remastered it, and I didn't buy it yet.
How do you?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't. I'm not opposed to this news, and you know what? God darn it, I would even buy it. But how do you just have that knowledge off the top of your head?
I just when I look at things, I just remember them. That's
Do
that's
you
just
do you follow like a Twitter of like, oh, we're putting this on Blu-ray, like Dawn of the Discs, but for uh yeah, like children's cartoon movies?
no. I mean, I just know.
Did you
I mean,
did you
if
specifically look up is there a Scooby Doo Zombie Island Blu-ray?
It
Yeah.
was on my recommended list on Amazon. It's like, oh look, Zombie Island is available remastered. I was like, oh,
Okay. All right. That checks
because
out.
because that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite Scooby Doo movie.
Not the Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase is good. That one's good. I'll say
Not
that's number 2.
not the live action one.
Oh, the Scooby Doo movies? They're right. I,
No,
I,
Zombie Island's pretty good.
yeah.
This is
Are we
not
done?
Avatar related at all
No,
anymore.
no, no, it's not. For this episode, we have an interesting fact. In the scene where June is arm wrestling the local,
I already know what
uh,
you're gonna say. Yeah.
yeah, the one of the locals, the man she is arm wrestling bears a striking resemblance of Ryu from Street Fighter.
There's like a whole bunch of Street Fighter like characters in the background here, I think, or like characters roughly modeled or inspired by Street Fighter characters.
I like it. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I don't see any Kens out there.
Hey, you know what they say? I'm just Ken.
I'm just Ken. All right, let's get into episode 16, The Deserter. Uh, what happened here? Okay, I remember now. So they went to the festival, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a Fire Nation celebratory festival, and they want to scope it out, so they put on little disguises.
yeah.
And I like the part where the Aang puts on the sad face mask and Sokka puts on the big happy face mask, and Katara looks at it and it's like, no, let's just switch those.
Oh,
That's not right.
okay. When I was watching, I was like, oh, did she switch? I guess I didn't look at their faces. That makes sense.
Yeah, because Sokka's a grump.
He's always
Yeah,
grumpy, and Aang is always happy.
he's a happy guy. Yeah, so they go and they check it out, and there's a guy putting on a big stage show where he's fire. But and it's funny because I said this while I was watching it. Just like if you're part of the Fire Nation, and granted they are in the Earth Kingdom, but these are all people that are like celebrating the Fire Nation. So I don't imagine there's too many like Earth Kingdom people who are under occupation coming to this festival.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like pro Fire Nation and you show up and there's a guy doing tricks with fire, but it's basically just firebending. Is that cool? Is that special?
I think it's special.
I mean, I get it's about as special as like if you see a guy doing tricks with a yo-yo. Just like I can't do it,
I
but
can't either. It's not as great, but
sure.
it's like a
Yeah.
small it's a small talent you can learn,
Maybe
but no
fire's
one
just
can.
cool, you know? Fire's cool. Play with fire.
Fire fire can
Kids,
be
kids, if you're listening,
fire. No, no. um,
play with fire, but only in Minecraft, where it'll not burn down your actual house.
yeah, that's called arson. When they are leaving or running away, being chased out from the festival, it kind of reminds me of like I want to be like. It kind of reminds me of like Assassin's Creed. Like you want to be like an Assassin's Creed character.
You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's weird because I kind of had that same thought for some reason
and
when watching this episode. Maybe it's just like the time period
may-
this came out. I don't know.
at least maybe it's the environment. Maybe. Um, but they escaped, and then they meet a old Fire Nation dude named Jong. Right? Is that his name? Jang?
That was his name, I think. Jong. I don't
I think it's like
remember.
Jong Jong.
Uh, yeah. Keep going. I'm gonna look it up. Let me double
Yeah.
check.
So Jang or Jang Jong. Sorry. He teaches. He's trying to teach Aang the Fire Nation ways, or the fire power.
Yeah, his name is Jong Jong.
Jong Jong. So Jong Jong kind of reminds me of the guy from Cobra Kai.
I never
Uh,
watched Cobra Kai.
oh, you know the white guy from Cobra Kai?
I've never watched Cobra. I just said.
Well, he kind of reminds me of that. For those Cobra Kai fans out there, when he's teaching his Padwans. But yeah, you say Aang. He is experimenting the fire power, but he gets a little too crazy.
Yeah, he obviously we know he needs to learn firebending, and he just stumbled upon a guy who could teach him firebending because they're kind of thinking like it's going to be hard to find a firebender that doesn't want to kill me, right? So
Yeah,
uh they do find this guy and he's like, please, I need to know. Bad stuff's gonna happen. The dude's like, it's that classic Master Yoda on Dagobah thing where he's like, oh no, you're not ready. You're not
yeah,
ready. All right, I'll do it. And then the dude's taking it really slow. This is actually kind of a not so much a Karate Kid thing in the sense where wax on, wax off actually
yeah,
parallels certain moves or anything,
yeah,
but he does put him through training that he doesn't want to do. He's not taking it seriously because he's like, I just want to play with fire, dude. Uh,
yeah. It's like that wax on, wax off, or the Jackie
yeah,
Chan version: jacket on, jacket off.
I didn't see
I,
that one. Oh, jack
uh,
it off. I don't like that.
no, no, no.
I
So
don't like the sound of
no, no,
that,
no, no.
Jackie
Jaden
Chan.
Jaden Smith puts his jacket on the stick, and then
I'm
you
not
got to put
gonna.
it on.
I'm not gonna watch Jaden Smith jacket on a stick. I'm not
No,
gonna watch
no,
that.
no, no, no. Jacket, like a jacket. Anyways,
Oh boy.
um,
Regardless, Aang, Aang doing Aang stuff. You better control yourself, mister.
okay, go ahead.
Aang's doing Avatar stuff, and he's like, you know what? I could firebend. I could firebend real easy, and he immediately burns his best friend.
Yeah, he burns
He
Katara.
he lights Katara on fire, and then once again, Sokka comes in and he calls Aang a big piece of shit, and he's like, "You hurt
Yeah,
my sister. Fuck you. We're gonna leave." And I'm like, Sokka, what's going on? Why do you want to leave Aang behind so bad in these episodes?
uh, yeah, he's just not feeling him. He's messing up every time.
This
Uh,
is this is a vastly important moment in Aang's character, because now essentially going forward, he's like scared of firebending. Like
yeah,
he's learned exactly what the point of the episode is trying to get across is that water is one way, earth is solid and rigid in another way, but fire is uncontrollable. It is like that gets away from you. It's destructive. That's what it's there. Fire is there to destroy.
hmm,
So it's the thing you need to be most careful with. And
yeah,
he um he that's the lesson he's taken is that like this is a power that I don't want to have to mess with, especially not right now because I'm not ready. And so maybe in the future when it comes time for him to actually learn firebending, like this moment is going to hold him back.
yeah. Uh, it is a crucial moment for Aang. And we figure out that Katara can heal her own wounds, so she has some water bending that can do that.
Yeah. We'll learn about that more when we get to the North Pole, but it is we kind of see going forward that like every style of bending can do uh has the potential to do different things if you're
Mhm.
like powerful enough. In fact, I think we skipped over a very, very important part in the Storm episode.
Oh, which one? Oh, which part?
I'm pretty sure it was the Storm. It definitely happened in one of these episodes. It would make the most sense to be the Storm. But when Zuko and the ship are stuck in the actual storm, lightning's like hitting the storm, and Iroh,
Yeah.
like a boss, redirects it. I just said like a boss in 2024. That felt gross. I'm sorry. Don't clip that.
No.
Uh, yeah, no, he lets the lightning hit his hand, then he redirects it.
Yes.
That's huge, and we'll might be seeing more of that in the future.
Okay.
Firebenders and lightning. Uh,
See.
But yeah, so like the healing property of water is definitely a major thing when it comes to the culture and style of water bending.
Very important.
And she just learned that she's good at it, apparently.
She's good. We get a great battle scene between Zhao and uh, what was his name again? Zhang.
Oh yeah, because Zhao
Zhao.
is uh
He came in. He came by.
his old master, Zhang Zhang.
Yes. So they did a little battle there. It was a great scene. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. There's
Um,
that cool shot where Zhao walks through the fire.
yeah, pretty cool. Um, they fought, and then Aang is like, "All right, let me help out this guy again." And there's a part where Aang showed his butt to Zhao. I don't know if you saw that.
You're always talking about people showing their butts on this show. I didn't see
Hey,
that.
it was really quick. It was really quick. Um, but uh, Zhang was teaching about self restraint to Aang.
Yeah,
So upon realizing Zhao lacked this trait, he
Mm.
Aang manipulates Zhao into destroying his own ships.
pretty clever.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then they escaped. And then that's where I think he showed his butt.
I don't think that happened.
For those who are rewatching it, just tell me in the comments. I think he did. I
I don't
think
know
he did.
what streaming site Abrar's watching Avatar on. He's watching the butt cut of Avatar, where everyone shows their butts.
uh, so they escaped. Interesting fact for this episode: this is the only episode where Zhao appears, but Zuko does not.
Interesting. Interesting.
Sir, yes, sir. Well, let's get into our last episode for this episode. It is episode 17, the Northern Air Temple.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. I don't know. What do you think of this one?
I think it was okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh. A lot of stuff picks up. I mean, there's good stuff in this episode for sure. It's probably not one of my favorites.
this is where the Earth Kingdoms like took over Aang's like temple, and they're like Aang
Yeah,
just gets pissed off,
just some guys, just some like
like
village
squatters.
set up shop. Basically, they're squatters. Uh, the main squatter of which would be a scientist and his son. Um, they set up shop here, and yeah, they're flying by and they see all these people flying around, and he's like, "Oh my god, airbenders!" And he gets closer,
No,
and they're not airbenders; they're just dudes with flying machines. Big deal. But
yeah,
Sokka's immediately like, "Oh, awesome!" Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I know that
They,
Aang.
go
Go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Aang is pissed. He was like, "Hey, man, you're messing with my temple." He was showing the scientist was showing like, "Hey, man, we're trying to improve this place." Aang's not having it, and the scientist gave that 4-0 candle joke. I don't know if you caught that.
Which joke?
So they had like a timer, like a like a clock, but it
Yeah.
goes through candles, and
Oh yeah. Oh, it's 4 candle. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Sokka thought it was funny.
he's yeah. But Aang did not. Aang did
No.
not.
These people could not have been more disrespectful of the Airbenders' ancestral home. They're like
Yeah.
they've completely like industrialized it. There's pipes running through everything. They've like taken heads off of statues and like desecrated like sacred pools. Like they've ruined this place, and like Aang has every reason to be upset. Like all things considered, he took it fairly well.
Yeah. They
Just like,
pretty much
oh, okay, just fuck my shit up, I guess.
they pretty much like gentrified his temple.
Yeah.
Um but I do have a question for you. Would you try those gliders?
Uh, yeah. I mean, Katara didn't get hurt. She did swallow a bug.
Yeah,
Thought that was
it's
funny.
I wouldn't. I'm afraid of heights.
Well, then you probably wouldn't be at the air temple to begin with.
Yeah, that's probably
It's
right.
it's pretty high up.
Yeah, it's pretty high. I think later on in this episode, we figure out that the scientist is making weapons for the Fire Nation. Like,
Mhm.
dude,
Yeah, he's. I don't remember if they go into like his reasoning behind it. Just like, oh, it's so they'll leave us alone or something.
either that or like, oh, they're giving
Yeah,
us
no,
money.
it is because that guy, the Fire Nation captain or whatever, he's like blatantly threatening him and being
Yeah,
like, if you don't make the stuff, we're gonna burn you down and throw you off the mountain. Which is essentially not what happens, but what they attempt to do because Aang comes in, puts the kibosh on that, says, "Get out of here, you!" And then they mount an assault, and it kind of becomes a little bit like the Battle of Helm's Deep. They have to,
uh,
they have to fight off this big invasion force of Fire Nation guys.
interesting you said that because the next episode that we cover next week, it kind of reminds me of Helm's Deep.
That one's definitely very more Helm's Deep.
Yeah, but yeah, this was a great battle scene as well. Sokka came in clutch with his war balloon. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, they essentially like kamikaze like suicide bomb with that
Yeah,
thing. Uh yeah, they using all these clever inventions and oils in the balloon to fight off the Fire Nation. I think the highlight for me this episode is those Fire Nation tanks. Those things are cool.
yeah, they're big.
Like you flip them upside down, but then they just rotate and they're fine. They just keep going. And they can like climb up the mountainside. Those things
That
are scary.
sounds that sounds impossible, but that's the Fire Nation.
I do I do like because obviously you see it from the outside and they're just like it's launching fire from like the gun, but then you see the inside and it's just a guy. Like
Yeah.
he's the one shooting the fire because he's a firebender.
No, that makes sense. But
Yeah,
yeah,
good stuff. A very ominous kind of cliffhanger setup for this one. The stinger is the Fire Nation's like, well, we lost, but check out this balloon, and then
yeah,
maybe they
they
they'll cultivate air power now.
yeah, now they have that war balloon or fire balloon now. But yeah, they might use that eventually.
Oh boy, will they!
That's pretty much it for this episode. I do have an interesting fact for this one. Uh, some cable TV providers such as Comcast or Warner Brothers used to accidentally list this episode as the Southern Air Temple.
Oh, that's not right.
Is that
That's
right?
the
It's
other
the
episode.
Northern. Yeah, so they messed up.
Well, those idiots. Comcast, get it together.
I used to have Comcast. I remember the TV guide was pretty cool or pretty easy to use.
When I was a kid, the cable, because I lived on the West Coast, the cable provider we had was called Cox.
Oh, what?
It was called Cox.
Cox? Like Brian Cox?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. So we got Gatso and Cox.
Oh, don't mix those together.
All right. I guess that's how we get into this episode.
So we end this episode. Next week we'll be talking about the 3 episodes that all take place at the North Pole.
Yes, pretty much the season finales
Ooh,
for season 1.
I'm excited.
But yeah, Skylar, where can they find you?
At the North Pole.
North Pole, Santa Claus, ho ho ho. You can find this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. You can follow me on Instagram, called Brahma Winter Podcast. I post clips there, as we mentioned before. And but yeah, and I guess I'll end this by saying,
You know what? I'll take this one, Abrar.
okay, go ahead.
On the count of 3, we'll say Jacket on, jacket off.
No, that's not. That does not do that. That's
1,
not
2, 3. Jacket on,
jacket off.
Oh no.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Brown Boy Wonder, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the podcasting world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Brown Boy Wonder, an airbender named Abrar. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Abrar can save the podcasting world.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast, guys. We are now in the last 3 episodes of season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we're going to cover episodes 18 through 20. This is the end of season 1, and it's pretty good. Like Larry Davis said. Let me bring in my guest here. He's been here, done that with Avatar. We're talking about with Skylar. Skylar, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Are you sad that his show is gonna be gone? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I haven't watched Curb, any like modern Curb. I probably should, and I will, I'm sure, one day.
Oh,
But I like Larry David.
he's a cool guy.
I
And
like
he's kind of
JB
old.
Smoove.
JB Smooth is good, and I think the 2 other cast members passed away as well too. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, what's his name?
um,
Super Dave. I don't remember what his name is.
uh,
He died a couple years back, and then Richard Lewis just died.
yeah.
So yeah,
So
that's sad to
I,
see.
I'm guessing that's probably it for that show. But we're talking about Avatar here. Episode 18, the Waterbending Master.
You
Iron
just
Man.
start us off by saying like, "Oh yeah, these comedians, they're dead." All right, let's on to the show.
Yeah, bad transition. I'm so sorry because
This is
I know
the finale, man. You get it together.
all right. Yeah. So the Waterbending Master. The gang is finally at the Northern Water Tribe.
The North Pole. What are your impressions of the North Pole? How it looks? Did you like it?
I like it. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings. 2 towers. Helm's Deep.
The city itself reminds you of that? I know that the battle finale reminds you of it, but like the city with like the rivers through it and all the houses made of ice and stuff.
Okay, bad example. It reminds me of Rohan, but under ice.
Okay. All right. We'll let that one go. Yeah, it's really cool seeing how, we start our journey in the South Pole, make it all the way to the North Pole, and then Sokka and Katara can finally be like, "Oh man, our house sucks. Our village is
Yeah.
terrible."
Yeah. We see Uncle Aro singing. That's probably my favorite part of this episode.
Yeah, Uncle Ira's real good.
He's singing the song Four Seasons, and that comes into play eventually. But you see Sokka and Princess Yue. Sokka really likes Yue.
They hit it off pretty good.
Pretty good. Hopefully I want them to be together at this point of this episode.
Yeah. You think
And we
that'll all work out well?
We'll see. We'll see. We do see a sleeveless Zuko here.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. It's always good.
um,
You're jumping
but
all around. I don't know
I
how to.
know.
You're like
But
Zuko,
just
Sokka.
uh, you go ahead. You started us with something.
All right. Well, big thing obviously is we finally get to the North Pole, as we said. Uh, they basically go straight to an audience with the dude in charge. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm the Avatar," and they're like, "All right, well, let's throw a big feast." And then he's like, "We need a master," and then he's like, "This guy's the master. He's like the best waterbender we got. He'll teach you." And then, um, where the trouble of this episode comes in is they Katara and Aang go to train with this man who has a name who I don't remember.
His name is Paku.
Paku. Yeah, Master Paku. That's right. Uh, they go, and then he's like, "Oh no, you don't understand. I don't teach girls how to fight." And
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh."
that's not good.
Um. Now, okay. Number one, right off the bat, yeah, that's bad. Just teach the girls how to fight because when something happens, like I don't know, maybe in the next episode, then you'll have more people to fight. Like even
Yeah,
if you set aside like progression and being a good society that allows healthy gender norms, um, if you get invaded and you won't let the women fight, then that's just not very smart. Uh, but
yeah. He
that
has these.
aside,
He has these like sexist customs in the Water
yeah.
Tribe.
But that aside, uh, Katara chooses now to stand on business, as she does. She's been
Yeah.
known to stand on business before.
Oh yeah.
And Aang is just like, I'm caught in the middle of this. I maintain that, yes, Katara, you are correct. They should let you train. They should let you fight. You should be allowed to waterbend. But we only have until summer.
Yeah.
Now might not be the time to mess around and potentially get Aang kicked out of waterbending class. Because he's like, all right, Avatar, we'll train you. And then at night, Aang's like, all right, well, Katara, I'll show you what I learned. And they start doing stuff, and Paku immediately finds out.
Oh, they got
He's
caught.
he's like, you banished, expelled, get out, go. And then it all comes to a head when Katara's like, you know what? You won't let Aang train. I think that yeah, they like make Katara apologize. The chief of the water tribe. He's like, you gotta apologize to this guy. And she's like, you know what? Fight me instead. As I said, standing on business.
Yes.
She says, cash me outside. How about that? And then she goes outside, and Paku comes outside. He's like, I'm not gonna fight a little girl. And then she like water whips him, and he's like, all right, bet. And then it's on from there. He squares up, and let me tell you, Tara pulls out some really impressive moves, stuff we didn't know Katara could do. She still gets her ass kicked.
Yeah.
She is dismantled here.
Yeah. It's not a. It's more of like a teachable moment.
Yeah, she as the Iron Sheik says, she was humbled.
Yeah. um. Well, when that's happening in the Fire Nation side, you see, was it Zhao? Trying to kill Zuko.
Yeah, so Zhao, he showed up and he was like, I'm conscripting your crew. Your crew's mine now. Zuko, go away.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck off. And Zuko is sad. And then yeah, so
He hi-
Zuko's lost his crew. Iroh's like, well, it's just you and me, nephew. I'm gonna go for a little stroll, and then what happens, bro? What happens when those pirates that you said would help Aang be
I
good
mean,
guys in the future?
they're kind of helping Aang
Are
at this.
they?
Are they kind of indirectly? So they plan to kill Zuko by blowing up his ship.
They blow his ass up.
Did Uncle Iroh saw the whole thing when he saw that ship, or was he somewhere else?
He was out. He was going for his little walk, doing his little Uncle Iroh stuff, and then he came back and he saw it exploded, and he seemingly believes that Zuko has been
Yeah,
toasted.
he's wasted.
And then
Um,
what he does from there is he goes to Zhao and he's like, "I've got nowhere else to go. I will not fight, but I'll consult your invasion to the North Pole." Um, and Zhao's like, "All right, cool. You're gonna see me do some cool shit."
yep, and Iroh accepts Zhao's offer to be the general,
Yeah,
but we realize that Zuko is still alive.
yeah. And Iroh seemingly only took like the general position to help Zuko get on the inside.
Yeah,
Like this guy's officially trying to kill us. He's taking our crew. We gotta do some stuff here. So now Zuko, who like Muppets Christmas Carol, Zuko, who did not die, is now disguised under Zhao Zhao's ship.
yeah, he's like
And
one of the Fire Nation. He's wearing like a Fire Nation outfit.
we know that they're all
Um,
headed to the North Pole.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
going back
th-
to
yes.
Katara fight, she gets her ass kicked, but then we
Yeah.
learn that because Paku sees the necklace, which we learn was an engagement necklace that was given to Gran by somebody, and we learned that
Yeah.
Paku was that somebody. He's like,
Oh.
I asked a girl to marry me, and she went to the other side of the planet.
Yeah, I didn't know Paku had that dog in him, or he had that game.
Well, he didn't because she left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It
true.
hurts, but it's true.
Yeah.
um, so, uh, it's funny because the sexism, which I guess we could tie back like the blatant sexism of the Water Tribe is just what Sokka was doing earlier, like at the very beginning of the season. Like I guess the Water Tribe just has messed up values.
Yeah.
Um, but instead of that sexism being reversed, really, Paku just kind of like falls into this weird sense of nepotism where he's like, "Oh, you're the granddaughter of the woman I loved. All right, I'll teach you."
Yep. So they are now in good terms. But back to Sokka. So Princess Yui
Yeah.
really liked Sokka, and
Ooh.
she kissed him. She
Ooh.
kissed him, but Princess Yui is engaged.
Yeah.
Man,
You
oh
hate
man.
you hate to see it.
Yep. And Sokka is so confused.
Yeah. That really does it for this episode, more or less.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, Fire Nation's on the way to the Water Tribe, and that's the end for the Water Tribe, the Water Bending Master
Yep.
episode. But all right, so let's get into the last two episodes here. So episode 19, The
Two-part
Siege.
finale.
Great. This is a great season finale here. Finales. Episode 19, The Siege of the North, Part 1. All right. Sokka. He is trying to, trying to. I don't want to say he's a homewrecker.
All's fair in love and war.
There's war here.
And there's love and war in this episode.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a great children's show.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
um. Yeah, so the Fire Nation is coming, and it reminds me of, like we said before, uh,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, when they had to fight at Helm's Deep.
Now it
The
becomes
Urukais are coming to, or the Fire Nation coming to the North Tribe, and shit's is about to go down.
we
We've
see we see Sokka like find the black soot mixed in with the snow, and it's a really like chilling way to be like, oh, they're coming.
hmm
And then we see all these ships on the horizon, and Aang flies out, and in a really great action sequence, we see Aang like single-handedly take down basically an entire crew of guys, and take a ship out of commission.
yeah.
Super cool. There's even that guy with like uh those chain nunchuck hammers. Takes
hmm
that guy out, and then he flies off, and he's like, "All right, that's one down." And then he sees there's like thousands of ships. He's like, "Oh, I can't do this."
Yeah, it's literally yeah, it's about 1,000 at least ships there. Um, when the Water Tribe is coming together, getting ready, we finally get the debut of Yui's fiance, and
Yeah,
uh, and he's a little bit of a jerk or an a hole, as they
he's an
say.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an as Lexus King said, he's an ass.
Don't reference that.
That's an inside joke. Sorry, guys. He only wants to marry Yui for her wealth, not her.
Yeah, for like social status, so he can like climb the ranks and become like a, I don't know, like a captain or something, just
Yeah.
through marriage. And
Sokka,
Sokka doesn't like that.
not at all. And then I think there's a part in the episode where they're trying to figure out like, oh, they have to disguise as the Fire Nation, and Sokka's like, hey, that's the old style. They don't wear that anymore. They wear something else. And then the fiance's like, yeah, you don't know anything. We'll still do this. Later on, we'll find out the fate of the fiance, but
Yeah, there's a great moment in that same sequence where they're like, "We got to figure out who's leading this army." He's like, "Well, it's Zhao." They're like, "What?" Like, it's Zhao. This is what he looks like. This is what he does. This is him. And they're like, "Oh, you know what? You're in charge."
great for Sokka here. Especially trying to impress the father of Yui.
Yeah. Well, that's what's the coolest thing about Sokka here is like, yeah, he hates this fiance guy, and yeah, he wants to, be with Yue. But all like the stuff that he's doing to impress the leader, he's not trying to impress the leader. He's
Helping
just
out.
helping and trying to like, prepare everyone for this siege. And he knows enough now about the Fire Nation that he's like a genuine help.
Yeah. Great for Sokka here.
He did not grow up in the privilege of these North Pole people.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about.
They're coddled.
Yeah, sheltered.
Exactly.
Um, on the other side, Zuko, he's trying to get into the main campus here, but he's struggling. But he's got to swim.
Yeah, he prepares to like dive down and try to like swim underneath the capital, like the North Pole city. And
Yeah.
Iroh prepares him. He's like telling him, he's like, your breath can like save your life with the fire down
Mhm.
there, and just be careful. He goes down, and he like follows these like elephant seal type things.
Yeah.
He yells at them at one point, and they just look at him. It's really great. Yeah,
Um,
Zuko's going through it. Like, he will not stop. His dedication, like, he almost dies down there.
he almost did, but he got into where they say where the gang is are. The gang is they went to a place. I forgot the place is called where they got to do the spirit world thing.
Yeah, so as the Fire Nation is like attacking, uh they go into like this secret meadow basically.
Yeah.
Uh I believe it was. Why did they go there?
I think for Angus to
Oh yeah, because he wanted specifically to contact spiritually.
I think he's trying to like connect the. I remember the image of the yin yang
Yeah, those are the koi fish.
koi fish. Yeah. So why did he do that?
Yeah, so they go to the spiritual grove because Aang wants to communicate with Roku because he doesn't know how to protect the North Pole,
Right.
basically. And he goes into the spirit world again. But
Yeah.
right as he does, Zuko shows up.
He shows up and Kataro's fighting him, and great battle scene.
Yeah, it's a good fight. Because it's a full moon, right?
Yes.
And so these waterbenders are really powerful right now.
I really like that concept. So the waterbenders gain more power when the moon is out because moon, tides, water.
Mhm.
But the Fire Nation gains more power when the sun is out. Sun, fire. So I really like that concept.
Yeah, that's cool.
It makes sense.
Yeah, so the sun starts to come up, and then Zuko powers up like Superman, and he ends the fight real fast after that,
Yeah, and
and
then
he kidnaps Aang
he kidnaps Aang. He
again.
took Aang. Yep, and then that's they leave a cliffhanger there.
On that side, so Sokka is taken off of the mission because he keeps fighting with the fiance. And
Yeah.
so he's like, Sokka, you're not going to war anymore. And everyone is like, yeah, let's go to war. And then he's like, but sir, I want to go to war. And he's like, no, you have to go kiss my daughter. He's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And so
You'll definitely do that. And that's how the first part ends there. So nice
yeah,
scene.
the cliffhanger for this one is
Zuko
Aang
took
gets
Aang.
taken Aang gets
Yeah.
taken by Zuko, yeah.
So leave it. I don't have any interesting facts for this episode, but let's get into the last episode of season 1.
Yes, sir.
Season 1 finale, The Siege of the North, Part 2. So Aang, while Zuko's been taken while Aang is being taken by Zuko, Aang is in the spirit world and he meets Ruku.
Well,
Ruko.
first before he meets Roku, uh he meets this little monkey guy. Do you like this little monkey guy?
I liked him.
I to this day
He was
quote
funny.
the way he says go away.
Is it? Is he in these episodes more or no?
No, he's not important. He's just a guy. He's just there.
Yeah, he's a guy dressed up as a monkey, or a monkey dressed up as a guy. I don't know. We're in the spirit world. So he meets Aang meets Roku.
Yep. Uh and Roku's like yeah, there's some spirits. There's some spirits that can help, but I don't know where they are, but there is a guy that does know where they are. But he's a big Spider-Man who will steal your face. Toe
Yeah,
the face stealer.
the face stealer. Yeah, not a great name, but
Well, that's what he does.
that's what he does. Yeah. We'll get into that. But right now, the Fire Nation is taking over the North Pole. While that's happening, we finally see the Yui's fiance. He's in the Fire Nation ship.
He dies.
He dies. He's trying to run into Zhao. Zhao weaved him, and the fiance went to the water.
Gone. It's funny because when I was watching this episode, I made a point to notice that yeah, he gets taken out real easy here, and we never see him again. He is dead.
Oh man, that's kind of sad. Yeah, I know he was a jerk, but damn.
He was overconfident. He
Yeah.
tried to take out the admiral of the Fire Nation invasion force by himself
Nah, you need help.
in outdated armor.
uh, we figure out Zhao's plans. He wants to get rid of the moon, and that's kind of crazy.
He's gonna kill the moon. He said, I was reading one time and it said that I could kill the moon. And he said, you know what? When I grow up, I'm gonna kill the moon.
That's evil shit right there.
Yeah.
But back to Aang. He finally meets the face stealer, and dude, it's something for it is the face stealer is a spider, something from nightmares.
He's really more of a centipede than a spider.
Mm, yeah, you can say that.
But
Uh,
yeah, he's a spooky dude, and this part is shot really, really well. I think if you watch this at just the right age as like a kid, then this is
mhm.
something that sticks with you as kind of like a horror for kids moment. It's just like,
Yeah,
oh, this is, especially considering that we've seen, and like we're not just told that he steals faces, he actively shows you the faces he's stolen.
yeah.
And we
That's a
see
creepy
this
part.
like little baboon creature that's just sitting around, and Aang's like, "Hello, little baboon." He turns around, he has no face, and then
Yeah,
Ko shows you the baboon face at one point.
yeah. If Aang makes any types of facial
Em-
expression,
yeah, emotion.
he's gone.
If he emotes at all, his face is gone.
Yeah, so Aang just acts. Uh, he uses his resting bitch face. The entire time, just
Yeah,
looking straight.
and Ko says like, oh, a past avatar tried to kill me because I stole his girlfriend's face. He likes stealing faces. This guy.
Yeah. The centipede was looking away at one point, and then Aang was acting. He was saying something, and then he was being excited, and then the centipede looked at his face, and then Aang had his straight face. So that was a funny part there.
Yeah, the way that how quickly this episode is edited is really good. Uh, like it a lot. Ko
Good.
is a legend. He's very spooky.
Eventually, Aang got some wisdom from that guy, and then Aang returned to his physical body.
Yeah, that he learned that the spirits that he needs help from are the two koi fish that are at
Yes,
the grove where he believes his body should be still, even though it's not,
it's not. It's somewhere in
um
the blizzard.
in the tundra. Yeah, there's the koi fish, the yin and yang, the push and pull, the black and white fish. They control like the moon and the tide, and they can
Yeah,
help defeat the Fire Nation in this fight.
yeah. The moon spirit is now like under the Fire Nation control.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
we we did learn a little bit before this that Princess Yue,
Yeah,
you know how they say they got that dog in them?
yeah,
She got that fish in her. She got that fish because when she was a little baby, she was born sickly, dying, dead maybe.
yeah.
And she was put in this pond with the fish, and the fish gave
Her life.
the spirit gave some life to her, and it turned her hair white. And so she's like always had like this close spiritual connection to the moon spirit. And then yeah, now Zhao is rolling up, ready to kill the goddamn moon.
Yeah. He killed the koi fishes too in the pond.
First he scoops them up. Well, I'll say we should clarify that Sokka and Katara and Yue on Appa, they find Aang and take out
Right.
Zuko, kick his ass in the snow really quick. And then they're like, Aang, come on. And Aang's like, we can't leave Zuko to die.
Yeah.
And Sokka's like, oh, word? And then they go back. And yeah, Zhao has found the fish, scoops him up in a little bag, and everything turns red.
Ugh,
Super scary.
it's not good. Uncle Iroh, he's like he doesn't like what Zhao's doing.
No, he's immediately against it.
Yeah, he's on the right side of history here.
Yes, yes, he is. He threatens him. He says, "Whatever you do to that fish, I will do to you tenfold."
Bam, let's go Iroh.
He's the goat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Uh
talking about, baby. That's why he's the goat.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so when Zhao killed the fishes, the whole episode turned black and white. I really like that part.
Oh yeah, the spirit has left the North Pole.
Yeah. Um and then you see throughout the episode when it's black and white, you see when Zuko is fighting Zhao and when they're using their fire powers, you see the red fire
Yeah,
throughout the episode. So in the black and white,
yeah.
you see, so that
Flashes, flashes
flashes
of
red.
color. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They're battling, and then Aang Spirit.
yeah. Aang basically says all bets are off and becomes
What do you call that? What do you call him when he's that big?
he became a kaiju.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes into the Avatar state and like joins forces with the water spirit, the fish that was
Yeah.
not killed, to become this giant like ocean koi fish kaiju. And he just go so listen, like Aang does not kill people,
No.
but this they fucking killed people.
Yeah,
They're dead.
yeah, they kill most of the fleet. Or is it
Yeah.
Aang kill most of the fleet there? All right, Aang, I did not know you. I don't know you like
Nah,
this, but
he's got that fish in him. Yeah, Iroh is looking at the dead fish and he looks at Yue's hair and he's like, "You got that fish in you. You could help him, you know." And then
She's like, yeah, I do.
she's like, "All right, bet." But Sokka's like, "No, I love you." And she's like, "I love you too." Gives him a big kiss and then she becomes the moon.
Yeah, and no, she said something sweet. She said, like, I'm always gonna be there, and she's the moon.
She's the moon. That doesn't get more metal than someone becoming the moon.
No, it's like the scene in Endgame with Hawkeye and Black Widow, where Black Widow's like, I have to die. No, she like fell off a cliff. I
It
forgot.
it it is the same in the sense that a character sacrifices themselves. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Um, but yeah, Yue is gone, but not forgotten.
Yeah.
Uh,
Aang has killed so many Fire Nation people and just like started throwing ships back into the ocean. Like, get out of here.
yeah. I
Uh,
think Zhao, did
well,
he
we
die?
got one more thing to happen is
Yeah.
Zhao's trying to like get away from all this mess because I think Iroh scared the shit out of him back there. Uh, but then Zuko shows up and says, "Next time you kill me, do it better." And then they have a fight. Zuko wins the fight,
Mhm.
and Aang, in his big fish form, sees this fight, and he's like, "All right, well, I'm all done, but before I leave, I'm gonna take this punk ass with me." Grabs Zhao, and then Zuko, being the better man, is like, "Zhao, grab my hand. I'll save you. You won't die." And Zhao says, "Nah, fuck out the way." He dies. He's like, "I'm not taking your dirty ass hand, Prince Zuko." And
Yeah.
he just lets the monster kill him.
Yeah, I mean, Zuko, Aang, they have good morals.
Hmm.
That's the only thing that's related for both of these guys. They have good morals, except for Zhao and the other Fire Nation dudes.
Yeah.
And also Iroh. Iroh has good morals as well. But no, that's it. And then Puku or Paku, Pikachu,
Okay.
he he gave Katara as like she's like the master now.
Yeah.
He,
Well, we did kind of skip that part where after their training, we can assume that they were in the North Pole for like at least a couple weeks, maybe a month or
sure.
so, before this invasion happened. So yeah, Katara got really good at waterbending. Like she basically aced the course.
Yeah.
He is a waterbender now, full on. Whereas Aang was still kind of like relying on his raw talent. He's not done yet. He's not fully cooked as a waterbender. So he's like Paku's like, listen, y'all got to hit the bricks, but Tara, you have my blessing. You passed. You graduate. You're gonna be Aang's teacher now. So
Mm.
officially, Katara becomes the one whose responsibility it is to complete Aang's waterbending training.
I like that because since episode 1 of season 1, you see Katara willing to learn, trying to become like
Yep.
what she can do, doing her best. Now she is now a master. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, we've seen just in this season alone so much growth where, like you said, Katara gone from student to master. Sokka has gone from like his little fledgling like band of like warriors that were just children in like a little snow fort to like actually like giving commands and telling people how battle plans
Yeah.
during a real invasion, and then Aang doing some real Avatar stuff, spirit world and real world.
Yeah.
Zuko finally like he overcomes the Zhao obstacle. He beats Zhao definitively.
Yeah.
Everybody's come so far, and we're only a third of the way done with the whole show.
Yeah. And they're all kids. We keep forgetting that.
Yeah, they're all kids. I think Zuko's like 16, Tara's like 14, Aang's 12, Sokka's probably like 16 or 15, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Young
Yue's
Justice.
and Yue's the moon.
Yeah. Does she come back or she's just the moon?
She comes back in the sense that you will see the moon sometimes, but
Mm.
no. Other than that, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Well.
She's the moon permanent.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's the end of the episode. But there's after credits. If there is an after credit of an episode, it would be this one.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the Fire Nation, you see this girl trying to take over the Fire Nation, and we don't know who that is.
We hear Mark Hamill talking.
Mhm.
Mark Hamill's the Fire Lord. And he's like, Zhao sucks and Zuko sucks. Everyone sucks, but not you. You don't suck. You're gonna handle business for me, my daughter.
Mhm.
And this is who I was referring to in the Storm episode. When
Oh.
Zuko gets burnt. Iroh's there. He looks disgusted, but standing next to Iroh is this girl, and she's smiling.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, that's it for season 1. I did so when I first started to watch the show, I had no expectations. I was like, it's just a cartoon. But now I'm like, okay, now I get what people are saying. This is a great show.
It's starting to
I get,
heat up a little bit.
yeah, I get it now. I get it. I understand now. All
Now,
right, that's
unfortunately, the bad news. The bad news is, next time we talk about Avatar, we will not be talking about season 2 just yet,
no.
because now that Abrar's seen this season and really enjoyed this season, we are going to unfortunately be going back and rewatching the M. Night Shyamalan movie,
The Last Airbender.
which they could not call Avatar
Yeah,
because
why didn't?
the movie Avatar came out.
Oh, okay, that came out. Okay. So
Yeah, the blue people
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah, the Blue People Avatar came out in 2009. This one came out like 2011, 10.
2010 or 11, yeah, one of those.
Why do you think you should still call it Avatar?
I don't remember if there was something, or if it was just like a marketing thing, or if they just legally couldn't for some reason.
Or call it Aang, the Last Avatar?
No,
There's a name there.
because in the movie they pronounced his name wrong.
Oh, really? Okay,
We'll get to that though.
Okay. Wow, this movie already sucks. But okay, we'll know. I seen the movie, but I do not remember at all. So now with this knowledge, I'm going into watching The Last Airbender.
I mean, you've seen like Dragon Ball Evolution, right? So
Oh, oh man. Oh boy. That was a what the main actor, I forgot his name, but he apologized when now
he
I think
he he made a statement when the creator passed away and
yeah.
said like, oh, rest in peace, sorry our movie sucked, and then everyone was like, all right, you get a pass.
Yeah. I'm glad he acknowledged it, just like George Clooney acknowledges that Batman Robin is not a great movie.
Well, that's different because George Clooney won't stop acknowledging it, and then he still showed up to cameo as Bruce Wayne in The Flash. So George Clooney doesn't get to say shit.
Okay. Well, shout out to the best Bruce Wayne, George Clooney. But all right, that is it. That is it for this episode. Next time we'll catch you on the
I
last
re-
Airbender movie.
I really don't think I should let that slide.
What?
All right, you know what? End the episode.
No. Okay. He's not a great Bruce Wayne. All right. That we mentioned that in a different podcast. I think it was the Batman tier list. Check out there. There's a bug in my microphone.
Oh no.
I'm glad it's here now. But let me
Ask the bug where you can find him on social media.
bug. Where can you find on your socials? He's not talking.
Damn.
But what about you, man? What about you? What about where can they find you?
They can find me on Bugstagram.
Bugstagram, and you can follow this podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Of course, I have a Instagram page called Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Just follow me there as well. And yeah, I guess we end this episode with one thing. We'll just say M Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Jacket on, jacket off.
No, let's not bring that.
That's a Shyamalan twist.
Oh,